I am here to make sure that you get the wholehearted truth. Whether you buy from me or not, I am here to make sure that nobody's going to lie to you. Interesting. But anyways, I'm here to make sure that you get all the proper info that you need, whether you've bought them or thinking about buying them, which gimbal would work best for you, what they can and cannot do, because there is another live stream out there currently that is live right now that will tell you whatever you want to hear about this just to sell you. They will tell you that it is waterproof, that it is basically you can drop it on a lake and blah blah blah, and I'm here to tell you that no, you can't. And if you have any questions, if you've already purchased these gimbals or any of the gadgets that are down in my shopping cart, what up, man? Just going live, putting in some time, and helping people with questions about the tech questions if they have them about anything down in my shopping cart. So if you have anything down in the shopping cart or if you've purchased anything, it doesn't have to be from me. If you've purchased anything and you have any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer some questions for you. Just because, yeah, I'm just putting in some time and whatnots on the YouTube and the TikTok. But yeah, basically, back at it. I started doing this. Basically, if you buy from me, come back into the chat, let me know. I don't expect anyone to buy from me. I just want to be able to answer all these questions that people might have and educate you or help you with any of the tech products that I have, especially these Hohem gimbals, because like I said, there is another live stream that is currently going on that will tell you whatever you want to hear just to sell them to you. They will tell you that basically, I'm sure if it was brought up, I'm sure they would say that the Blue Angels strap these to the wings of their planes and just to get those perfect shots of their airplanes. They say that you can strap them to a race car, which yes and no. These ones, the X3 SE and the V3, nope. The M7 you can attach to a car. It is used for a lot of car videos now. Hey, what's up, man? Now, how many? Let me see here. Let's scooch this over just a little bit so I can make sure that I can see all that. But yeah, so if you have any questions or need any help with any of these, I do have the X3, I do have the V3, I have the M7, MT2, I even have the Hohem Go, and I have the iSteady Pro 4. I have their lights. I have everything, so if you have any questions, I have the microphones. I have one for YouTube, one for TikTok going right now. Basically, I'm here to help. I don't expect anyone to buy from me. I'm not sponsored by Hohem or any of these companies. I bought them all myself, my own money, just so I could give honest reviews and feedback on them. I just happen to really, really like the Hohem brand because they are very affordable, high-tech gimbals. And yeah, it's nice. I really, really enjoy these gimbals. So if you have any questions or are using them, have bought them already, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help. Let's see. That's my V3 right there. That is the X3 SE. Kind of off a little bit on these. Are they for stabilizing videos? Yes, they are. Yes, all the Hohem gimbals are for having stabilized video. Now, mind you, I have a light in them right now because both my phones are currently being used to broadcast. So I have the Hohem lights, which are the equivalent to a Galaxy S25 Ultra. Actually, they're a little heavier, but I have currently the V3 in my hands. So let me just show you. Turn it on. And as you can see, I mean, granted, you're not going to be going all super crazy like this with it, but, you know, if you wanted to get super steady shots, it's going to make sure that your videos are nice and stable, no matter what you're doing. And the V3 has a nice built-in tripod on the bottom. They do have the 1/4-inch spot on the bottom, so they can be attached to a regular tripod. This is your X3SE right here. This is nice, so you can see you're going to have really nice stable video on these, and that's what they're made for. And now the V3, the X3SE does have the ability to do AI tracking. The thing with it is that it will need the app, which is the Hohem Joy app, which is free. But if you let me tell you the difference between these two. Let me move my turntable out of the way. So the difference between these two, you got your X3SE right here. This one does not have an external AI tracker. You have your V3 here. This one does have an external AI tracker, which also has a light built in. So what does that mean? That means if you just record content and you never go live or don't give a crap about AI tracking, if the gimbal tracks you, then the X3SE is perfect for you. And you can still go live with it, but you cannot use the AI tracking because it requires the app. And these are both, all their gimbals and gadgets are compatible with Apple or Android, iOS, Android, whatever it's called. And they all have a detachable remote. The X3SE and the V3, which is nice because that way then, even if I'm far back, I can move my gimbals all around while not even having to walk back up to the gimbals, which is really cool. That was the biggest thing that I liked about Hohem, is the fact that they all have detachable remotes. That just makes it very handy. It's very high-tech there. The only gimbals on the market that have the remotes that are built in. Yes, there are gimbals out there that do have remote controls. However, that's a separate purchase, or it's a separate accessory. So you have the controls on the thing, but then you got to pair it and all that stuff, and it's just meh. I'd rather just have it be an all-in-one, an all-in-one. Now, anyways, back to the tracking. So you got your X3SE. This one requires the app to do the AI tracking. Your V3, M7, and MT2 all have a external AI tracker with a built-in light. So that means that if I'm live streaming or recording or whatever, I can just give it that OK gesture. There we go. And now you can see my V3 is tracking me. And it will track me 340 degrees and 160 degrees up and down. But it is very smooth movement. It's not like jerky or anything. And you can see it is holding a solid metal light, which is actually a little heavier than your Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. My buddy has one. So I personally use the S21 Plus and the S25 Plus for all my video content creation. It just depends on what I have on me at the time. Like if I'm just shooting a video and I only have my phone on me, I try to bring everything with me. That's what's down in the shopping cart, the little golden shopping cart. I actually do have my go bag, the same exact bag I used to put my M7 sling mount, extension rod, microphones, everything in. And it's a nice little shoulder pack just to put all your camera gear in and, you know, have it ready on the go. Now, if you don't care about tracking and you just record, you want the X3SE. It's going to be perfect for you. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. And if you want to say, well, what are they compared to? Hohem has been in business for the past 11 years, over 11 years now. If I had to compare anything to them, I would say I would compare them to DJI, meaning that your X3 SE is just like the DJI Osmo 6, but with a better weight capacity and a smoother motor function and a better tracking app, or a better app that actually tracks better. Of course, the app, the tracking on when you're using the X3 SE is really dependent on your camera on your actual phone. So if you have a crappy camera, the tracking may not be as good. If you have a really good camera or a newer phone, the tracking is going to be better. So take that into account if you do want the tracking but don't want to spend an arm and a leg. Then the X3 SE or the X3 SE Plus, which has a built-in extension rod. Now, the X3 SE does not. The V3 and the X3 SE Plus and the M7 all have a built-in extension rod. It's an 8-inch extension rod. So picture this with the X3 SE. I just don't have the X3 SE Plus in my studio, but I have the X3 SE. So, with that being said, now if you want to spend that little bit more, the $109 for the V3 that has the built-in AI tracker, it has a built-in light, so I can hold this side button down. Now I have a light. God damn, it's fucking bright. As you can see, it lights up, and it's still following me. Whee! And it is very smooth movement. And then if I don't want to track anymore, put up my hand. Now it's not tracking me. If I want to track me again, hit it with that OK symbol or OK gesture. Now it's tracking me. Like I said, this will go 140, and this will go 320, 340 degrees. It goes almost all the way around 360, not quite. There's about like this much of a gap. And then it goes mostly up and down. This one, the V3, is comparable to the DJI Osmo 7, which this one has been out way longer. It is a CES, which is a tech conference award winner. There is the DJI Osmo 7 actually came out way after this one. It was sort of copied by them, in my opinion. I love now. Don't get me wrong. I love DJI. I have a DJI drone. I love their drones. I love their drones. Can't say enough nice things. I've had their gimbals in the past. I'm not impressed. It's just they're not my cup of tea. They're very expensive. They're basically 2 or 3 times the amount that these gimbals will cost, for sometimes underperforming these gimbals. Now, all Hohem gimbals come with a 1-year warranty. If anything goes wrong, you contact their customer service. They'll send you a shipping label. You mail it back. They'll either give you your refund or, well, within 30 days. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, meaning if you don't like this, if you try it out for 29 days, and you go, I'm just not feeling it, I don't want a gimbal, they will actually ship it, pay for the shipping, and give you your full refund, including the shipping that you originally paid. Now, their customer service department is very excellent. I've had to use that once with my MT2, which is my camera gimbal, only because there was something wrong with the screen. The screen got actually damaged in shipping, so I had to ship it back, and then they sent me a new one. This was all within a week. So literally, I got the gimbal, say, on Monday. By Friday, I had my new one. They literally passed. It was their customer service is amazing. So all their gimbals ship out of LA. Most of their accessories, the lights, tripods, gimbals, microphones, all ship out of LA. So you have free 3-day shipping, along with the 1-year warranty. So if anything happens with them, minus like user, don't get them wet, don't go swimming with them. I mean, if anything happens that are manufacturer defects or whatever, they are warranted for 1 year. And you just contact their customer service. They'll look up your receipt, and yeah, they'll pay for shipping, and then you ship it back to them. They'll ship you a new one, or they'll repair it and give you back your old one. And yeah, I mean, they're just amazing gimbals. They have an amazing weight rating, very powerful motors. And then, like I said, right here I have my X3 SE, which is the most affordable gimbal they have in their lineup. And this one is basically what I would say is more for the person that likes to record and just do content creation. Let me turn it off. It's great here because, too, is that, okay, if you're a person on the go, you can literally just take this, fold it up, stick it in your pocket. Tripod unscrews, so you can literally take your X3 SE, it's the size of my hand, stick that right in your pocket, you're good to go. Stick the tripod in your other pocket or just leave it attached. And it's very handy to have. Something that's so mobile and whatnot. Me, the X3 SE and the V3 are not my everyday ones. The everyday one that I carry with me in my go bag is the M7. I carry my M7, sling mount grip, extension rod, microphones, and 3 of my lights. But then, like I said, with the V3 even, you know, you got the built-in tripod so that you don't even have to ever worry about losing that or forgetting it at home. There we go. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, so if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm here to help. If you're thinking about purchasing one of these or anything down in my little yellow shopping cart, you don't have to buy from me. I'm just showing you what I have. This is my everyday use stuff for when I'm filming my content, when I'm making videos, all that stuff. What I use, my experience with it, how I like it, tips and tricks and accessories and all sorts of other cool question, only stupid answers. So, why is my... Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know why my YouTube keeps going, but whatever. I'm sorry, I'm dual streaming on YouTube and the TikTok, but TikTok is my primary. YouTube, I'm just... meh. I'm on it just to be on it. I don't really have much of a following on YouTube, so on the YouTube, sorry, TikTok, I didn't mean to say their name, because TikTok gets butthurt when you mention other platforms. So, but like I said, I do have the microphones. This is the dual microphone that comes with the battery case, which I freaking love this thing. And then I have the singular one. Oops, oh crap. Ah shit, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I do have the single mic. So that's why I'm wearing 2 microphones. This one is for the YouTube. This one is for TikTok. So, and that's the one big thing too, is that if you're going to get anything, a stable video shot that these gimbals can provide you with and great quality audio makes a huge difference in any content creation. I know that when I started up my YouTube channel and everything like that, I messed up a lot on that. I did not have a video. My audio quality sucked. But since over the past 2 years, and I've been on that platform since 2013. I'm just now starting over the past year and a half, 2 years. I've just started to really take it seriously and trying to do something with it. I've taken my TikTok more seriously than I have my other platform. But the one thing is that great audio can make a huge difference. Same with a steady video shot versus the no audio or no microphones. Like right now, these are noise canceling microphones. I have 2 fans going in my studio because it gets hot as shit in here because I'm in Florida. And with the lights and everything else that's going in here, it does get pretty spicy in here. So if I did not have these microphones for my phones, I would have you guys would be hearing the fans. You would be hearing the echo in here, which to me it's weird because there's not really an echo until you don't have the microphone. Then all of a sudden you're like, holy crap, that's echoey. It makes it sound like it's a massive room, but it's really not. It's actually a very small room. But yeah, as you can see, I got my YouTube channel on my TVs behind me. Just kind of, I can show like videos I've shot with the M7. The X3 SE and the V3 will both give you the same exact shot. They are both meant to stabilize your phones. They have powerful motors that are able to hold the biggest of phones. So again, if you guys have any questions, again, I'm here to answer questions and help out. This is just basically my tech corner. So, I mean, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. Like I say all the time, there's no such thing as a stupid question, only stupid answers. So, you know, if you have something that you think, well, that's a dumb question, sorry for the dumb question, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Just feel free to ask it. If you want to learn about something, if you see something down in the shopping cart down there, and again, I have those in the shopping cart just because I use those. These are part of my everyday content creation and stuff like that. So I use them, and you know, if you buy from me, you buy from me. If you don't, I'm over it. You know, I'm okay with that too. I'm here to help and answer questions and help people out, and to make sure that people aren't getting the wrong information about these gadgets, and especially the gimbals, because there are live streamers. In fact, I believe there's one live right now that is will tell you anything you want to hear. They will tell you that the X3 SE, X3 SE Plus, and the V3 all will charge your phones, that they have wireless charging in them. They're, you know, if you drop them in a lake or a pool and pick them up right away, dry them off, they'll be fine. You can strap them to race cars, and now people do use these for car videos. Now, am I saying you can strap them to a race car and do 100+ miles an hour and you're going to get a steady shot? Absolutely not. When you're going that fast, that takes a special camera and a special gimbal. Now, doing 20 to 30 miles an hour? Absolutely. 40 to 50, that's going to require your M7. And even then, that's still that 50 mile an hour range. That's pretty pushing it. Only because your phone is going to be acting like a wind sail, and you might get some wobble in it versus just that nice steady shot. Now, if you have it mounted on one of those shock mounts and it's behind the bumper so the wind goes over it, and you're recording a car, motorcycle, or something behind you, that is more better. And that's where the external remotes come in handy, because then you can, you know, control your shot. Now, the M7, again, if you want to see the M7, MT2, any of these other accessories, I have the V3 and the X3 SE in front of me. I have the M7, MT2, and other accessories behind me. Everything in my shopping cart is in my studio. I'm not one of those people that has a million things in their shopping cart and goes, oh yeah, you want to see it, just buy it, just click on it. Nope. If you want to see it and if you have any questions about it, I will be more than happy to pull it out and answer any questions. That sounded bad, but you know what I mean. But I'm going to stop talking for a second, grab a drink of my soda, and I will see if you guys have any questions. I mean, feel free to ask. I mean, I see we got 7 people in here. And just to clarify again, TikTok, because TikTok gets butthurt when you drink. This is Big K Diet Cola Soda. So TikTok don't get butthurt. Or tell me I'm drinking on the freaking live stream. Because they've done that to me before. Bastards. But yeah, so again, now I'm using both my phones. TikTok is being broadcast with my Galaxy S21 Plus, and it has a big, thick OtterBox case on it, and that works just fine. My Galaxy S25 Plus, which has a thinner case on it, that works beautifully in here too. So what I do is I have one of the Hohem RGB lights, which is a solid metal construction. It's heavy. It's way heavier than my S25 Plus. It's a little heavier than my buddy's S25 Ultra. So I use that as my S25 Ultra simulator phone. Just so that then you guys can see how well that this is going to hold up. And how well that these will actually hold and balance their proper thing. Oops. And there goes my stream again. Oh, there we go. Oop. So yeah, as you can see, now it flashed. Now my V3 is tracking me. It will go a full 340 degrees and I believe 140, almost full tilt. Not quite full, but I'm going to show you here. Hold up the stop sign. Now, 1, 2, click that. It'll go. Okay, so that's as far forward as it goes. Let me see here now. Oops. Okay. I tilt more than that. Okay, so maybe it's like 120, 90 degrees, something like that. It has a decent amount of tilt to it that, 1, 2. And the nice thing is with these detachable remotes is you got the side button, which is like your trigger. So like if I wanted to flip it around, I go 1, 2, 3. Now I can flip it around, 1, 2, 3, flip it around. Let me see, the mode button, I can click that twice, 1, 2, put it in a panoramic or landscape, and I can do that with the V3 as well, or the X3SE, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Now they both have what they call inception mode, so I click the mode button on the remote 3 times, 1, 2, 3. And then that's going to put them into inception mode. Need to make sure that y'all can see this a little bit better. There we go. So then that's going to spin a little bit, and then that gives you really cool effects on a shot and everything like that. And you can see I'm just holding the remote. I'm not controlling this. And I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just holding the remote. I'm not using the joystick or anything like that. So this just makes for really cool video effects and shots and everything like that. And then when it's done with the rotation, it's going to go back. Now your M7 has a full 360-degree rotation. The M7 will continuously spin until you tell it not to. 1, 2. And then that puts it into panoramic mode. 1, 2. Portrait mode. And now there is a way to do it with, I can never get it to work right for me because I don't know why, I think I'm too close to it, but if I go like this, get the V3 tracking me. See, I can never do it. Stop. Does that have to be done? Yeah, I can never get it, but you should be able to go like this. Oh, see, yeah, now it does it. Should be able to go like this. I mean, if you're standing up, let me get it track me. There we go. If you're tracking and you want to go thumbs up, and then tracking you again, and then I go again. It's, you know, it's all on how you do it and everything like that. Oops. Oh God. Oh, don't lose me, little V3. Whoop. So But yeah, again, this is with the remotes. I just put those right back into the thing, which they charge with the gimbal. Now you can see that I have both gimbals plugged in, so I'm using them while they're plugged in, which is nice. If you're doing a recording, live video shoot, and you have a battery bank or a little solar panel or something like that, and you want to, live stream while, but you don't want it to run out of battery, perfect. You can use it while it's plugged in, so you never have to worry about it if you want to do an all-night live stream or something like that, or something, I don't know. But, or if you're on the go and, you got your battery pack in your backpack, and then you're using, like, say, the M-Fish Armored Dragon cable, that is a 10-foot cable, and you have that wired up through your backpack, plugged in, and it's perfect. So usually what I do is I carry my M7. I also have this battery pack, which is the U-Green battery pack. I have this with me, which is a battery pack / wall mount charger. So it will plug in, charging the battery pack, and then I can use it as a charge brick too. And then I also have my solar panel with me, which this is all in the shopping cart. So that way, then if I'm out and about, I can have the solar panel out in the sun, have it going with my M-Fish cable. I can have that plugged right into the solar panel's USB port. And then have that plugged into my, have that plugged into my charger or my power bank, have it going out into my gimbal or my phone or my whatever, and that works perfectly. That way then I'm charging the battery bank while I'm charging my phone and my accessories, or my drone or whatever I happen to be using for shooting that day. And these are all metal construction. This is heavy duty materials. It's not cheap materials. You're not gonna have to worry about it falling apart on you after the first time using it, which is something that I like. Again, I only buy quality stuff. I'm not looking to buy something that is going to break on me, or I'm gonna need to replace it 5 minutes later. Just because I don't like, I'd rather buy it once. I don't want to have to buy it multiple times or go learn my lesson by buying the cheaper one. I'd rather just spend that extra couple bucks, and usually that's what it is too. Is that it's not like it's a $300 difference. It's usually just a $10 or $20 difference between buying the good high quality stuff and the cheap knockoff stuff. And sometimes, and I'm going to say, sometimes the cheap knockoff stuff is just as good as the high quality stuff. It just depends on where you get it. Like, this isn't a cheap knockoff, but it is the equivalent to Anchor Solar, those big Anchor Solar battery packs that are $160. This one is the 200 watt, 25,000 milliamp one that is $60, 61 bucks, something like that. And this will charge this has 3 outs. It has a USB-A and 2 USB Type-Cs out. And this will charge my drone, my gimbal, and my phone, or my microphones, whatever I happen to be using. So, or I can use one of the USB-Cs as an in from the solar panel out to my drone, out to my gimbal. It just depends on how, when I'm using my M7, I can charge my gimbal while my gimbal charges my phone, which is pretty cool. So in reality, when I have the solar panel hooked up, I plug it in either with the brick or with the solar panel into one of the USB-Cs. I go USB out to my gimbal, USB Type-C out to my DJI batteries, and yeah, I'm good to go. I'm using this all day long. So yeah, again, if anybody has any questions, again, I see there's six of you guys in here, or girls, ladies, men, whatever. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I will be more than happy to answer any and all questions. And until then, I'm going to slip off camera right over here and have myself a little smoky treat. So I'm going to let y'all behold the wonder of the X3 SE and your V3. And maybe even think about a battery pack. You never know. Or some microphones. Whoop. Where is my remote control? Oop. I'm gonna do this. I can show y'all my M7 in action when me and my buddy are rolling around on the golf cart. That's my weeboo. That's my Sam. So this was shot with my S21 Plus and using my M7 gimbal and the sling mount grip and an extension rod. And it's funny because you could still see that my V3 is still tracking me, which is pretty neat. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm here to answer any and all questions. No such thing as a stupid question, only stupid answers. I do own everything in the cart. I bought it with my own money. So if you guys have any questions, want to see some in demonstration, if you've already bought it and you need help with it, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help and answer questions truthfully because I want to make sure that everyone knows what they're getting into and how to use them properly, because there is another stream out there that will tell you whatever you want to hear just to sell it to you, and that's not fair to these tech gadgets. And it's basically the gimbals. It's what they lie about. So I'm not going to mention any names, but they will tell you they're waterproof, or you could drop them in a lake or in a pool and dry them off and whatever. They're fine. They are splash resistant, meaning that if you happen to be out filming and you get caught in a rainstorm, you want to tuck them under your shirt and protect them at all costs, get them inside and dry them off immediately. These are not meant to be used out in the rain. Hohem official will tell you that. They are not sealed components. The only one that is splash proof or splash resistant is the iSteady Pro 4, which is made for your GoPro or action cameras. But they don't really advertise that one too much, so neither do I. But I still have it. I am not sponsored by. I've bought all these gimbals and all these gadgets with my own money. So I can give honest reviews on them. If they're junk, I'll tell you they're junk. I will honestly tell you what they can and cannot do. So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I will be more than happy to answer any and all questions for you. And again, this video was shot with my Galaxy S21 Plus with my Hohem M7. And the funny thing is, it looks like we're just flying on this golf cart, but we're actually only doing about 18 to 20 miles an hour. which is pretty funny. But that all shows the movie magic angles. And just pop back onto the screen for a moment. Hi TikTok. Just because otherwise TikTok gets all butt hurt. Yep. And I'm gone. Back off to the side to have my smoky treat. Now I am live on the YT platform as well. Same name, Nomadic Ninja. So if you want to, go check me out over there. Give me a follow. It'd be much appreciated. I actually have, I'm at 611 followers over there, or subscribers. So once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will actually be giving away a mic set, an X-Ray SE, a liquid cooler for your phone, some lights, some like little lights, and some other gizmos and gadgets. A Numoa selfie vlog screen I'll be giving away with remote. I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to be giving away. So if you're not following me over there, make sure you are, because we're at 611 subscribers over there. And once we get to that 1,000 subscribers, we'll be doing a giveaway. And I'm back. Skirt. I do have those rollerblade wheels on my office chair, and those things are freaking sweet. So yeah, I see we got 5 people in here. If anybody, well, 4 people because I'm watching. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Again, no such thing as a stupid question, only stupid answers. So, dang, YouTube sucks. I don't know why it's so, like, pixelated or anything. Hey, my thin blue life. How's it going, man? How's your night going? Just out here selling more stuff, you know, or not really selling stuff. First sale that I've had in, because I've only sold 3 things. I've sold, well, technically 4 things if you count 2 of the cables, 1 M7, and your microphones. But again, my stream is more or less for educating people and disproving the stories that other people tell about these just to sell. You know what I mean? You know, everything to just sell the stuff, and I don't believe in that. I believe that the products are good enough quality. Well, you know, you have the MT2. So they're a great enough quality product that you don't need to make up lies or, you know, I mean, you know us. Oh, excuse me. If we're told that they're waterproof and this, that, and the next thing, we're going to use it for that. Man, thanks. I'm glad to buy from you. I may buy the M7 if I still can't get my MT2 to figure. Why? What's going on with your MT2? We can do a little tech shooting. Now, you use your phone, right? That's right. You use your phone for that, mostly. So we can actually whip out our MT2 and see what's going on with it. Oh, almost backed into my... Yeah, because I'm always happy to help. And one thing I would say is, how long ago did you buy your MT2? Because you know that they do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And honestly, if you're using your phone and not your camera, because I have a Canon R100, the mirrorless one, and I just learning it in portrait mode when it comes. Learning it in portrait mode when it comes out. When it came out. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, it's. Do you know that you can connect your phone through the Hohem Joy app to your MT2, and you can actually use it as a remote control for your MT2. Oh wait, never mind. Because you use your phone, you're not actually using it for a camera. Honestly, you don't have a camera, do you? Okay. Honestly, legitimately, I rarely to never use my MT2. I have it because I know a lot about it, and I do have a camera for it. But my go-to is my M7. My M7 is my everyday. I carry this thing everywhere with me. I have a Go Pack that's actually in my cart. It's a very decent sized Go Pack. And because I use my phone and everything, that's my go-to is my M7. So I can show you my Go Pack right here. It holds. Now this is my camera. I just have it strapped to the bottom of it. I use it strapped. But this will hold my M7 case. Where is that? So, like you can see, this is my M7 case, the hard case, which you always want to keep it in the case. So I put that in there. I take my sling mount grip. I take my extension rod. I put that right on the side there. I zip that up. I put my extra cables in here. I put my lights in here, and then zip that up. Oh, and then I'll take my little charging brick / power bank, and then I'll take this one in its felt bag, and I actually put that one right like this on here. And then in the back, I have a spot where it has a pocket right here that this is actually holding my DJI drone landing pad. So, and this is just a nice, quick little shoulder pack that I actually have down in my shopping cart. So, and that's everything is right in here, ready to go. So that, and I carry that with me every day, everywhere I go, just because when you don't have your camera gear, that's when the best stuff happens. So I'd rather. Actually, no. This is okay, now you get all the people that are like, oh, it's a cheap Chinese knockoff. Every tech comes out of China. It comes out of, well, technically one place, but it's Shenzhen or Xinjiang or Guangdong. Which Shenzhen is actually in the Guangdong province. So Guangdong is like the huge, massive area. And then Shenzhen is the tech hub of the world. So how I explain this is actually Ugreen. This is down in my shopping cart. The Anchor one is about $160. This one, it's 200 watts. This will charge my M7, my microphones, and my DJI drone all at the same time. And this one is only $60. I can pin it for you if you'd like. Now, what I do is, now you got to click on it because their promo one right now is some Genshin, some anime thing. So you click on it, select the 200 watt one, which is the gray one. But I have a video on my YouTube about this that explains how that works. Because everyone's like, oh, cheap Chinese crap. It's like, no. How it works is, okay, let's say Anchor Solar calls up the manufacturer in China and says, hey, we need 10,000 units. The Chinese manufacturer goes, okay, we got you. So what they do is they make up 10,000 units with like the little accessory port on the bottom for the dock thing. And then they label it Anchor Solar and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, they put Anchor's programming in it or software in it. Then, because they have all this, they already have the molds and everything all done up, they make another 10,000 units for themselves. And they'll call it Ugreen. So it's and they'll sell it for half the price or a quarter of the price. So I need extension pull and the carry handle for MT2. I'm debating buying M7. Now, here's the thing. The this carry handle, the sling mount grip, and the extension pull you can use between your MT2 and M7. I'm just a snob and I bought one for each. You can take the, you can use it with your MT2, and then if you decide to buy the M7, which because you're using a phone, in reality, the MT2 is made for a camera because it has the camera's weight, and it's made for cameras. It's a great gimbal for cameras. Yes, you can use it with your phone. It does have the little GoPro mounts or action camera mount on it or for it. The problem is that your phones are too light. So therefore it can act weird with a phone, or it can be unbalanced and not work right, or the motors can overheat. I've had a few issues using it with just a phone. You'll remember Jesus loves you. Yeah, of course he does. Duh. Jesus loves everybody. But I never forget that. I say my prayers every day. Thank God for the life that he gives me and all the blessings that he gives me every day. So anyway, back onto the gimbal. So the MT2 is great for your cameras. If you don't have a camera, I personally would go with an M7, only because you're going to have that pro mount. You still have the ability to charge your phone, because the M7 does have a little plug, a Type-C out right here that you can plug in your phone. And depending on what you have, whether it's an iPhone or Android, or iOS or Android, phones may be for Lightning, but they have a Type-C input for charging. Oh yeah, that's right. You have the S25 Ultra. I'm sorry. I have a crap memory. I'm old. So my memory's not what it used to be, Shunny. But okay, so you're fine. It does come with a cord to plug in from there, so you can use your M7 as a charger. The MT2 has that too. Right here, the outs, and then the other one is a whatchamacallit, data out, because it comes with a bunch of data cables. S21 Plus to use this. My S25 Plus is actually live streaming to my YouTube. So right now with 0 or 2 watching. So one is me and the other one is a corner frapper, as I call it. It's probably just a troll hate watching me, like, oh, look at him, all fat on his stream. Blah, blah. And you know what? I don't care who gets butthurt. Samsung is better. They have better tech. They come out with stuff, and then years and years and years down the road, Apple comes out with the same thing, and it's like, ooh, it's new. Ooh, boogity boogity. Oh, don't get me wrong. I like MacBooks if you are using them for editing and video production, music production, stuff like that, graphics design. Unfortunately, most people who buy MacBooks are buying them so they can say, I spent $3,000 on my MacBook Pro. Oh, wow. What do you do? Do you do video production or editing, music? What do you do? And they're like, I peruse the internet. I watch Netflix. But I spent $3,000 on my MacBook Pro. Okay. So you don't actually use it for what it's meant for. You just want the bragging rights. Well, I have an Asus ROG Ally that'll spank your MacBook Pro. So, and I only spent $400 on that. So suck it. Plus, in my opinion, after Steve Jobs passed, Apple kind of went really. I still love their iPad minis. Their iPad minis, I like those. I'll never buy an Apple iPhone. I will always have Android, preferably Samsung. Like I'm reading my comments. I'm reading on my S10. I have my S25 Plus recording to YouTube, and my S21 Plus live streaming to TikTok. So, but anyways, totally ADHD moment, got distracted there. So anyways, you use your S25 Ultra. And I hate telling people this because I feel like I'm trying to pressure sales. And I'm really not trying to pressure sale or say anything. I highly recommend the M7. Only because, let me power on the M7 for you. It is their newest, most high-tech gimbal on the market. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn it. Damn it, I forgot about that. Son of a bitch. Resume. Really got to fix that one of these days. My bad. So I forgot whenever I turn on my M7, it automatically connects to my S21 Plus and then is like, meh, puts my live on pause. It's like, whoops, I'm a derp. So anyways, so this is holding that light, which is simulating your S21 Plus. Now the M7, you can put that sling mount grip on. You can attach one of the lights right here, the sling mount grip. Plus the M7 has the 8-inch extension rod, so you can really get those cool shots. Has inception mode 1, 2, 3. So you can really, again, get those cool shots with it. It's just going to be a better fit, I think, for you. 1, 2, 3. It's going to give you a lot more smoother, easier to go. Literally, I put my phone in this and I go. I attach my sling mount grip. I attach, my phone to it, power it on, and I go. Now, here's the really cool thing about what happened whenever I turn on my M7, it automatically connects to my S21 Plus. So then it pauses my live stream. I don't know. I believe that they can throw them in a package. If you go to the Hohem official live stream, I think they can. Let me see. Let me click on it once here. So I'm going to pin it, and then I'm going to click on it. 1 second. So if I... Wait. Okay, so I want to go to back. Bastard. What is going on with my stuff? Okay, well, you're connected. Okay, yeah, you're connected. Okay. I love having it. Screws with the criminals and the jackass stoners that want to come in and steal stuff because they think I'm going to be cool, man, but I'm not. I'm like, dude, in this store that I'm at now, I've had 4 trespasses and 2 arrests. And I've been there for about 4 or 5 months because these fuckers are sneaky, and they know that the sheriff is a lot further out, so it takes them a little 4-month period. I basically 4 arrests and 8 trespasses because, yeah, I don't fuck around. But anywho, so if you have a firmer Klarna, I would definitely go with this. Get yourself an M7 because I think it's going to be a better fit than your MT2 is. It's going to be way more high tech. It's their newest, most high tech gimbal, and the biggest plus side is having this little detachable screen on the remote. So I mean, literally, it has in the AI camera. It broadcasts that AI camera what it sees to your remote. So that way, then, if I am filming and I have my remote, I could say, "Oh well, I'm not quite in the shot yet. Okay, let me go over like that. All right, cool, perfect. I'm in the shot now. Awesome. You know, and then I can hit record on here because this will hit record, zoom in, zoom out, and it's a very, very high tech gimbal at a very reasonable price. Basically, if this was a DJI one, you'd be looking at about $800 to $1,000 easily. And I've had DJI, and again, I love their drones. I'm a huge DJI drone fanboy. But as far as gimbals and camera accessories go, I have Hohem for my gimbals. They're always going to be my top brand for gimbals because they have the most affordable, high-tech gimbals on the market. They're the only gimbals on the market with a full detachable remote that is part of the gimbal. So that way then it's not a separate accessory or something extra you have to buy. As far as the M7 goes, you got the sling mount grip, tripod, hard case. It has the 8-inch extension rod, AI tracker with built-in light. It has a bunch of cool effects. Like, you know, I can go from like 1, 2, 3, 4, click it out of wide. So this is normal mode. This would be like how you normally film. And then you go click the trigger 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it takes it out of that and goes into wide angle mode. So that way then you can get the super wide angle shots. And it's super stable. You know, you can. Oops. Pissed it off there. There's a trick you can do, like, you know, where it's like. There's a trick to put it into portrait, but I always shoot in landscape anyway. I think it's when it's down. Oh. There we go. So when it's down, you can take it from whatever to whatever, and it's just it's a high tech gimbal that you're gonna love it. So, and the MT2, honestly, I love my MT2, but I never use it. I am straight up honest. I know all about it. I'm not going to say I'm an expert at the MT2, but to be truthful, I bought it for the live streams and for the tech demos for my camera because a lot of people don't know how to hook up the cameras to it, how to balance it properly, all that stuff, and how to really, the different things it can do. So that's why I bought my MT2. My go-to is my M7. Like I showed you with my bag, this thing comes with me everywhere. It goes in its little hard case. I always have it charged up and ready to go every day. If I leave, my M7 is coming with me. Just because you never know when you're going to be able to film or need to film. And the sling mount grip, that is compatible. Same with the extension pole. Now, the only difference is the extension pole I have in the cart is a carbon fiber one, which is still good. This is an aluminum one. So, but this one will work. This and your sling mount grip will work with your M7 and MT2. But if you buy the M7, you're just going to want to keep it on the M7. It does detach, so it does unscrew like that. Loosen it up, slide it down, and then you leave the little mounting plate on there. I fold it up. And these two go into the bag right next to the M7 case. So then I always have my extension pole and my sling mount grip. And then I carry all three of my lights with me. I carry my battery bank, my solar panel, my M-Fish cables, and I have two M-Fish cables. I want to get another 2 of these longer ones. And then I carry my brick charger / battery bank with me, and then the solar panel with me. And to me, if you have all those things, that's like the ultimate camera setup on the go. You can get their tripod, but in all honesty, if you have an M7, you're not really using it to place on a tripod. You know, if you want to, you can take off the M7's feet or its tripod, attach it to the extension pole, slide that out, tighten that up, make sure that that's on there. Put the extension rod. Now, this is not something that I would recommend using for a tripod, but if I want to, I can set that on a flat, level surface, not in the wind or something like that, and then I can use it as kind of a waist-high tripod. So like this is right here. You can see how high that is. Yeah, that's about waist height, but 1, 2, 3, flip that around. So if I was like doing a quick little shot and I wanted to, you know, take off my little remote, see that I'm up, and then I can put on my AI tracker. There we go. Now my gimbal's tracking me. Plus, this has the full 360-degree spinning. Everything that the MT2 has, but better. So, yeah, and this has a lot more angles for getting, like, if I wanted to be like, woo, boogity, boogity, boogity. And all the way down. Stop. And it also has, it has time-lapse, panoramic, full 360-degree panning. It just has a bunch of different features in it that, in reality, I think that you would like the M7 a lot more than you're going to like your MT2. Because I bought my M7. How I bought my Hohem stuff was I bought my M7 first. Then I bought the then I bought my sling mount grip. Then I bought my sling mount grip and the light. Then I bought my V3 and X. Then I bought my V3 and then I bought my MT2 and X3 SE because I had my camera, but still, even though I figured I was going to use my MT2 a lot more than what I actually do, I use it for the live stream. Honestly, I kind of regret buying the MT2 only because it was like 300 and some bucks when I bought it. And that was only because I was dumb. Hear me out. Why I was dumb. No, it was like over 400 because I bought a sling mount grip with it. I bought an extra extension pole for it. And then me not being able to read because I'm dumb, I did not scroll down far enough to see everything that it comes with. So all the data cables, the mounting plate, the GoPro mounting plate, all the accessories that come with it, this part, I bought doubles of. So I had the ones that came with it, and then I had the second set of ones, and all the data cables and charging cables. So, yeah. And I could have sent them back. I could have, but I didn't. So that was like an extra 80 bucks that I spent on my MT2. Just in the accessories for it alone, because I'm dumb and can't read. It happens. So yeah, don't do what I did. The MT2 comes with everything you need except for the sling mount grip and extension rod. So that's the only 2 things you need to buy for it. Don't do like I did and buy everything twice. Actually, I made a video and I think I uploaded it to TikTok and YouTube under that very same premise about the MT2. But I do love my MT2. I wish I wouldn't have bought it. I really wish I wouldn't have bought it. Only because I spent all that money on it and I'm not using it. I use my M7 for everything, and I do mean everything. My M7 comes with me everywhere. It's used. I need a hot-looking hooker. Does it come with that? Yes, yes, it does. I will be like the other live streamers and say, yes, if you're looking for a lady of the night, buy the M7. It comes with a lady of the night. Sorry, that's my buddy on my YouTube channel. He's like, I need a hot-looking hooker. Does it come with that? Of course it does. You know? But but yeah, so I think that you're personally gonna like the M7 a lot more than you're gonna like your MT2, or yeah, your MT2, only because it is a lot more easier to use. It's so much easier to set up, and it has all the features plus more than your MT2 does. With the time lapse, which I know the MT2 has that, has panoramic, but it's just literally to balance it, it's one rod, and it's sliding it back and forth until it's balanced. It's not this one, this one, this one. You know, I mean, it's so much easier to balance. Does it come with fast action base? Comes with whatever you want, sure. Comes with everything you could ever want. It's gold plated on the inside, comes with $100,000 cash prize. It's best for deep sea diving. The Blue Angels use this as they strap them to their wings, and they use these. Yes, yes, it comes with a Ferrari as well. But the are you still here, Blue Line? Oh, that's on my eye. I see we got 8 people in here. 8 people. So 7 people, because this phone is counted as one person. But yeah, I love my M7. My M7 is my baby. There we go. Let me just doodly, 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 doo. Oh, briefcase handle. I call it a sling mount grip because that's what everyone else in the world calls it. That's what everyone else in the damn world calls it. Man, that was a short nap, bro. Did you sleep for like 2 minutes? Did the dog wake you up? Did he fart in the air vents again? Right by the intake and just... Oh, damn it. Damn it, money pony. There's another damn paradise. I forget it does that. It pauses my live stream. Whoopsie doopsies. Skirt. He was like, wake up, Dad. I always forget whenever I disconnect my M7, it pauses the live stream. But yeah, Thimble Life, are you still here? Well, I'm going to slide on over here off camera right quick and have myself a smoky treat while we're waiting for more people to answer or ask questions and such. Hello, Miss Kelly. Thank you for the like. Miss Kelly, 333. Yeah, if you have Hohem gimbals, basically what this live is about is if you have Hohem gimbals or any of the gadgets, if you have any of them that are down in the little yellow shopping cart in the bottom left of your screen, I'm here to answer questions about them. If you buy from me, awesome, amazing. If you don't, that's fine. I'm just here to offer tech support because there are a lot of other streamers on this platform that give bad information. I'm sorry, I'm right over here. I'm having a smoky treat, legal smoking treat, but TikTok gets butthurt about it if I do it on camera. So a schmiggerette, a dirty, filthy schmiggerette. But I bought everything. I'm not sponsored or paid by Hohem. I'm not an employee. All these gadgets I bought with my own money. I did not. I was not sent them for free to give positive reviews or to sell them or whatever. So everything that you see in this live stream room, I bought, and I want to help people because there are one live stream in particular that they will go live and they will tell you anything you want to hear. If you ask, are they waterproof? They'll say, of course they are. They'll say, can you attach them to race cars? Yep. Blue Angels attach them to their jets. That's how they get those steady shots. And anything to sell it to you. And I'm here to answer the truthful questions. All right, I gave you a free sticker. What? Anyways. They'll tell you anything you want to hear just to sell you the products, and I don't do that. I bought them all. They were sent everything free from sponsored sticker. Well, they can't see the sponsored sticker on TikTok. You can see it on the YouTube right there, but they can't see it on TikTok. It cuts it off too much. If you were on TikTok, you'd know that. What do I think of my link 6? Let me look which link number 6 is. Number 6. Oh, the V3? V3? Honestly, I was actually just telling Thin Blue Line. My mom, she absolutely loves it. I use my M7 all the time. My M7 is my go-to. That is the one that I use all the time. But my V3 is right here. I had to look because I have an X3 SE and a V3. My V3, I like it. It's got the built-in extension rod. It's very great for portability. So you got the built-in tripod. You got an 8-inch extension rod that is perfect for vlogging. You can also tilt it towards you like this. So it's a perfect little vlog camera or gimbal stabilizer with a detachable remote. So then you can control it however you want. Oop, wrong way. There we go. And then with the built-in AI tracker, and it also has a light, I can hit OK. There we go. Now it's tracking me. Now, no matter where I point, it's always going to face me. I will never lose shot. Again, my go-to is my M7. My mom uses the crap out of my V3. So she kind of stole it for her own. I love M7, too expensive. That's understandable. Honestly, now my question to you would be is, stop, money bunny, there we go. My question to you would be is, do you need the AI tracker? Because, well, there's a couple different options here that you can do. Let me move my MT2 out of the way here real quick. There's a few different options you can do on TikTok. And you can either if you're comfortable buying the V3, then I say go for it, because it's better to have it and not need it with the AI tracker. However, what type of content are you using? Are you creating content that you feel you need the AI tracker? Are you actually going to use it? Just needing a gimbal for stable shots. So if is it good for prank videos? It's a stabilizer. So I mean, I guess depending on what it is, I mean, here's the deal. I'm gonna move this because I have my V3 right here, and then I have my X3 SE. Now, you're gonna see the difference between these two. They're both stabilizers. They're both gonna give you that perfect shot. They're gonna be able to hold your bigger phones, your Galaxy S25 Ultras, your whatever the biggest, newest iPhone is. I think that's a 16 Max Pro or Pro Max or something like that. Now, the difference between these two is you have your X3 SE Plus, which does have the extension rod. This is just an X3 SE. This does not have a built-in 8-inch extension rod. The V3 has the built-in 8-inch extension rod. They will both do AI tracking. However, the X3 SE needs the app. So you will not be able to go live using the Hohem Joy app. At least not to TikTok and most social media platforms. There's a way to do it, but it's if you have an iPhone, but it's not worth it. So this is more for your recording content. You can go live with it. You just can't use the AI tracking feature. Now, the AI tracking feature is all dependent on how good your phone camera is. If you have a crappy phone camera, it's not going to be the greatest tracker in the world. Now, the V3 has an external AI tracker, which I can pull off. I can flip it around. And it's right here. This also has a built-in light. The X3 SE does not have a place to put an AI tracker. Again, this is all run through the app. It does not have a light. However, the accessories that I have down in the little yellow shopping cart, you can get this little bar that you can screw into the bottom of your X3 SE so you can add a light or microphone or whatever. And I can show that to you if you want or if you're interested. Hold on one second. So if you're just recording content, you go live, you don't care about the AI tracking features, X3 SE, it's $51.98. Let me look here. The X3 SE is going to be $51.73. My bad. And you could probably even get, if you have TikTok coupons and what, you might even be able to get it for a smidge cheaper. It is on a 26% off sale right now. I don't know how long that goes for. Usually they change up their sales every couple weeks or so, or every week. So it might be 26% off now, might be 15% off next week, or so on and so forth. The V3 does have an AI tracker and a light in it. Again, I showed you the accessory that you can get to add a light to this one. Now, if you just record and go live, this is perfect. This will give you that stabilized shot. I do have a Hohem RGB light in it, which is all metal construction. It's basically simulating a Galaxy S25 Ultra. So it's going to give you that perfect stabilized shot. All their gimbals have the detachable remote, so that way then you can set it up at a distance. And they have about a 32 to a 35 foot range with the detachable remote, so you can get that perfect shot. You know, if you want to say, oh, check that out over there, you can go 1, 2, 3, and oh, nope, 1, 2, 3. Oopsie doopsies. Well, this puts it in Inception mode. If you hit the mode button 3 times, whoops. But you can 1, 2. If it has a side button here on the remote, which is equal to the trigger. So I go 1, 2, that resets it back to normal. 1, 2, 3. And that flips it around. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now I hit the mode button twice. 1, 2. Puts it into landscape mode. 1, 2. Back into portrait. Now it does have a record button. It does have a zoom in, zoom out button. If you want them to work with your iPhones, you need to use the app. for some weird reason, they don't have the port unlocked in iPhones to just connect with your Bluetooth and use it natively like that with your phone. On Samsungs, you can hit the record button, or Android, I should say. Hit the record button, zoom in, zoom out, and it all works when you connect it to your phone initially with the Bluetooth. This one requires the app. All of them technically require the Hohem Joy app. You don't need to use it with all of them. The Hohem Joy app is also how you upgrade the firmware when they come out with new updates and everything for these gimbals. So I do highly recommend, if you buy a gimbal, a Hohem gimbal, you download the Hohem Joy app, because sometimes those updates and those firmware updates can help make them act better, or improve flaws or something that might be a bug that they improve it with. So I do highly recommend it. Plus, the Hohem Joy app does have some cool templates in it, some little like how-to videos, like if you want to do the certain shots, like how did they do that, it'll actually show you how to do it. It's a pretty cool little app. I use it just strictly to upgrade the firmware on my gimbals, so that's how I use it. Now your V3 is going to be a little bit more advanced. Now both of these, your X3 SE and your V3, 1, 2, I click the power button twice, puts them into standby mode. Both of these, obviously your V3 is going to fold up a little nicer with the hideaway tripod, but both of them are going to fold up down really compact and fit in your pocket, which that's the nice thing about your X3 SE and your V3. They are very mobile gimbals for that grab and go shooting. Does the app have like templates in it that you could also? Yes, the Hohem Joy does have the templates that you can use. It has templates. It's a limited amount of templates, but it does have some templates for video shooting and like how to use it. And 1, 2. So it does have some templates. They expand more every so often. So just because it has some now, might have more later. Like I said, everybody wants the M7. That was the first one I bought. I used my taxes to buy my M7. The nice thing is that if you don't need it, don't buy it. Like, think long and hard before you purchase something. Like, don't just buy the X3 SE because it's the most affordable one. Don't buy the V3 just because it's got an AI tracker if you're never going to use it. Buy the X3 SE. It all depends on what you do, and that's why I started this live stream. Hey, if you buy from me, awesome. Much appreciated. Love you so much for it. However, I'm here to answer questions because, like I said, there's a lot of live streams out there that will tell you anything and everything you want to hear about these gimbals just to sell them to you. And I really dislike that because these gimbals are so high-tech and so affordable that they sell themselves. You don't need to lie to people to sell them. They will sell themselves. Be honest. Yes, everybody wants to make $1 million in TikTok sales. But lying to people ain't going to do that, because the nice thing with Hohem is that you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. They all ship out of LA, California, so they have free 3-day shipping. They have a 1-year warranty, so if anything happens, like manufacturer defect-wise, you can't like chuck it down a hallway, dunk it in a pool, or go swimming with it. That's not covered under your warranty for obvious reasons. Now, if something goes wrong with it, they have an amazing tech support team. I'm also here to answer any and all questions for people. Message me day or night on TikTok. I will gladly message you back and help you, or go live to help you with your issues. I have no problem doing that. I actually quite enjoy doing that. So with that being said, if you just record content and go live but don't care about the AI tracking, you you don't want it to track you. You don't need it to track you. X3 SE or X3 SE Plus, which the Plus has the extension rod. That's the only difference between the X3 SE and the X3 SE Plus. There's no experience with return department. Yeah, that's just it. I'm also on YouTube right now, and my buddy Buck Naked, it's his YouTube channel. Check him out. Told me we'll hold a Canon camera. Neither of these will, but your MT2 will. That's this one right here, which I actually have the Canon R100. Now this has the extension or the sling mount grip on it. Now here's the deal. Speaking of my return experience, my MT2, this is not the original one I ordered. When I got this, the screen was damaged. It wasn't lighting up. So I messaged Hohem and said, hey, my screen isn't working. Sent him a video clip of it and took a picture of the little serial number on it. And they said, okay, we'll send you a new one. Literally got it, we'll say Monday, got it on Monday. By Friday, I had my new one in hand. And the old, I got my new one in my hands before the old one was even back into LA into their hands, which they have an amazing customer service. Hohem has been in business for 11 years. They're not just some new overnight Chinese gimbal shop. They have the most advanced gimbals in the world, in my opinion. They are the only gimbals in the world with an actual detachable remote. Now, the MT2 does not have a detachable remote. However, the beauty of this is that it will connect through the Hohem Joy app. And when you connect it through the Hohem Joy app, I'll pin it for you real quick. Now, when you connect it through the Hohem Joy app, now you want to get the one with the AI tracker unless you don't care about the AI tracker. If you don't care about the AI tracker, save yourself a couple bucks and don't get it. I mean, it's like, I think like 40, 50 bucks more. Like it's $279. $279 with the AI tracker. Oh, wait, what? That's not right. Like if I, okay, you can get a coupon, but if I click buy now, that's not going to be, leave. Okay. There should be deals. Everybody has different deals, but that one shows a little bit more expensive than what it is. But that's about right. Unpin, pin. There we go. Wow. Oh, there we go. Whoa, why is that all zoomed in like that? What the hell? Why is my camera all zoomed in all crazy? Like, hold on one second. Oh, wait. Did I click something? No? Okay, give me one second. My camera's like super zoomed in. No, it's not. The hell? Okay, I don't know why it's all zoomed in on that phone, but whatever. Can you guys see me normally, or does it show like it's all zoomed in and stuff? It's like so weird. Oh, there we go. Now it's normal. Okay, anyways. So, sorry about that. I was having a weird issue. No, it wasn't on the YouTube side. It was on the TikTok side, but it was just my phone. It was being weird. But anyways, so with the MT2, when you connect it through the Hohem Joy app, you can see this does not have a detachable remote. However, when you connect it through the Hohem Joy app, it gives you the option control gimbal or control camera. So therefore, then your phone actually becomes the detachable remote. So you can actually use it to control the gimbal's left, right, up, down movements, taking pictures, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty advanced. That's if you are using your camera a lot. If you are not using your camera all the time and you are more shooting on your phone, but you want that pro gimbal feel, then I highly recommend the M7, which is my go-to. This is my everyday gimbal. But there are a lot of you who do shoot on a camera. I Canon R100 that I use, but I use sometimes, very rarely, not much, with my MT2, just because I don't want to bring out both of these. I like to just bring out my M7 because more or less I'm shooting with my phone than with my, and I'm just taking still pictures with my Canon, and I don't need to put my Canon into a gimbal just to take still photos. So with that being said, it all depends on what you're doing, what you're using your content for, how you're creating your content is whether I'm going to suggest the X3 SE, the V3, M7, or MT2. Again, the MT2 is meant for cameras, like your DSLRs, Canons, Nikons, whatever, all that stuff. Pro usage in those settings is manned by operated and not just also solo casual users, one-man show. Well, that's with the M7 and the MT2. It's basically like they're your pro level gimbals, but with the able to solo create content, So that's the big thing between the two is that you can get pro level shots, and I also have the Hohem microphones for my YouTube live stream. The other one is for my TikTok live stream because I'm live on both platforms right now. So that's why I'm wearing two microphones. It's not a fashion statement because I think I look like a dork. But that being said, both of these are your pro level gimbals. Not saying that your X3 SE or V3 are not pro level gimbals, because you can get really amazing shots using both of those. And if you are on a budget and you can only afford to spend $60, well, then I highly recommend the X3 SE. If you don't care about AI tracking and all that stuff, all the extra, the tracking, basically, which you can still get using the Enjoy app. I highly recommend the X3 SE or the X3 SE Plus because that has the built-in 8-inch extension rod. So you don't need to spend big money. I mean, I bought and paid for all of these. I'm not sponsored by Hohem. I'm not a Hohem employee. I paid for all of this stuff out of my own pocket so I could do honest reviews. I don't have to be, told by some big company that, well, we paid you good money and sent you free gifts, so you better give us glowing reviews. I bought this stuff, and that's why I will say the ups and downs in each gimbal. I will be honest about this stuff. I'm not just here to sell you stuff. I'm here to give you tech reviews and honest tech reviews and help you if you have questions. My favorite is helping people. You get a proper set of buck teeth. Yeah, I know, right? Big nerdy Coke bottle glasses, like pocket protector. Be like, well, guys, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm in my sweet command center here. I'm going to tell you about my new Hohem gimbals and how sexy they are. I am a nerd. I'm a dork. I'm a nerd. I will freely admit that to anybody. But, yeah, so again, if you have any questions about these gimbals, by all means, let me know. If you want to see it with the camera in it, I can pull my Canon camera out and show you. But yeah, like I said, it all goes back to between whether you're shooting with your phone more, or if you actually, like my R100, I bought it because it does the still pictures, which is mostly what I use it for. But I also use it. It can do 4K video. I just really haven't tested that. My S25 shoots in 8K, and my S21 Plus shoots in 4K video. So I really don't need my camera, more or less. I don't use it as much as I should, and I feel really bad about that because sometimes I think I should have never bought that, but it's past the point of return now, so whatever. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, wants to see anything, by all means, let me know. I'm going to pin back up the X3 SE now. Unless somebody wants to see more on the M7 or the, where the hell is my X3 SE? There's a V3, X3 SE pin. There we go. Boop. But yeah, this live stream is basically meant to help people with their tech questions. And if you've had a Hohem gimbal, are thinking about purchasing a Hohem gimbal, anything like that. Oops. Oopsie doopsies. Had to plug in my phone there real quick. I use the Hohem microphones, and they give amazing audio quality. I use them with all my videos or all the content I create, my live streams, just because. Yeah, they were. And that's the main reason why I started doing this Tech Corner or Hohem Tech Help live stream, is because there is some other channel out there I'm not going to mention that does like to tell you anything and everything you like to hear just to sell you gimbals and the products, and that is unacceptable. These are amazing gimbals at a very affordable price. They, in my opinion, are the most high-tech gimbals on the market currently. And like, if I were to compare these to stuff, I would say that the X3 SE is comparable, and if not a little better, than the DJI Osmo 6. The V3 is comparable and better and has been out longer than the DJI Osmo 7. The M7 and the MT2 are kind of a mix of the DJI Ronin Mini, and we all know how much that is. And plus, the Osmo 6 is still running $100 and some odd. The Osmo 7 is like $200. So you can get this one, the V3, for $109. You can get the X3 SE for, what is it, $51.73, or the X3 SE Plus for a little bit more. And that has the extension rod. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, by all means, let me know. I think we lost Thin Blue Life. Did you fall asleep? Wake up, buddy. But I'm going to sneak on over until we get some questions, and I'm going to attempt to have another smoky treat. Because my other one kind of just burnt down. I was not able to finish it because people came in and started asking questions, which, hey, I'm okay with that. I love helping people and I love answering questions. I can actually show you a video on my TV here of a video I shot with my M7, and it's a video you could shoot with your X3 SE or V3 as well. So let me go to my YouTube here. Cover that up so TikTok doesn't get butthurt. You can't really see it anyway, so that's fine. Ooh, Broken Arrow. That's a good movie. I might have to watch that. Angry Lizard is angry. Now, this was shot with my M7, but you could do the same types of videos with the X3 SE or the V3. And all of them will give you the same stabilized shot. This was me and my buddy. We were cruising around on his golf cart up to the store. So it was just, I was like, yeah, why not? Get a cool golf cart video cruising around. Shot with my M7. So yeah. You could do the same type of video with your X3 SE, X3 SE Plus, or V3. and get the same stable content. Which that's a big thing, is the stability of the videos. I never realized how much I like this, and I will never go back until after I used it. Like me, before I had my M7, I was the guy shooting with, holding my phone up, doing it like everybody else does. And then I bought my M7, and I'll never shoot another video without my gimbal. Unless it just so happens that it's quicker just to pull out my phone and shoot the video versus set up my M7 and everything, which is still super simple. So if you guys do end up purchasing anything, please come back in and let me know, because I haven't set everything up on my computer yet to be able to see if people purchase things. So if you do purchase something, please come back in and let me know. I'm here to answer questions. If you do buy something, I very much appreciate it, but that's not the point of this tech corner. It is, but it isn't. I'm more into helping people and answering questions than I am selling. I have a job, so, if I can sell stuff, cool. That's a couple extra bucks that I can throw into the studio here. If I don't, oh well, So my job is for throwing all my extra money into the studio and my reviews and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I know that Hohem has a 1-year warranty. Everything ships out of LA, California, out of one of their warehouses. So it all has free 3-day shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. So that means that if you are not liking this, you're just like, this ain't for me, you can send it back. They'll pay for it. They'll give you a refund, and they'll pay for the shipping on it, which is the big selling point for me, because you buy it, use the crap out of it. If it's just not for you and not your cup of tea, send it back. But I guarantee, no matter which gimbal you buy from them, you're gonna love it. You're not gonna send it back. You're gonna want more. You're gonna want, if you buy the M7, you're gonna want the sling mount grip, the extension pole. You're gonna want the microphones next. It's gonna inspire you to upgrade your content creation to a whole new level. But as you can see, this was shot with my M7. So you can see, and I'm hanging off the golf cart with the extension pole of my M7 down to the ground and up and everything like that. And you can see how stable it is. I mean, there was a couple times I even pinged off of some of this tall grass, and it didn't shake the phone or anything. Hey, what's up, Fun Lovin'? How's it going? How's your night going? Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm having a smoky treat that TikTok does not approve of. They don't like it when you do the adult stuff on camera, so that's why I'm slid over. But I'm here. I'm here to, if you have any questions about any of these gimbals, anything down in the yellow shopping cart, I have in the studio here. I'm here to answer questions. If you are interested in any of it and you want to see it. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, hi, to the side here. Oh, look at that fat jiggle. My YouTube trolls are like, oh, tubby tubby. Yeah, I'm a big fat guy. I'm a big fat nerd. I don't lie. I don't deny that fact. But yeah, I'm just showcasing, now this was shot with my M7 gimbal and my S21 Plus phone, but you could get these same shots with the Extra SE, the V3, M7, MT2. You can get the same shots with any of these gimbals here. So you don't need to spend $200 if you don't want to and get good shots. It's all about the stability of the phone. Okay, and then I slide back in. Gotta love these rollerblade wheels on these chairs. I have those in my shopping cart as well, and man, let me tell you, they are so smooth. But yeah, so it's really nice. it really gives you, any of these gimbals are going to give you a pro shooting experience. It's just what you want to spend. Now, the difference between, I know that you're like, well, this X3 SE you're talking about and the V3, they look exactly the same. Yeah, I do like how smooth the video is. Sorry, I'm broadcasting on YouTube as well, so I'm talking to people on YouTube. Oh, my buddy, Buck Naked. Look him up on YouTube. He's freaking hilarious. He's revamping his channel at the moment, so he doesn't have a lot of content, but he's funny. I keep telling him someone needs to re-upload his videos because it's very entertaining and very funny. But yeah, it's one of those things. Now, I know you're saying, well, these two look the same. What's the difference between the X3 SE and the V3? Well, that all depends on your shooting content. Are you just looking for a camera stabilizer, like to be able to give you a stable shot? Now, I have my Hohem lights, my RGB lights in this because they are a little bit heavier than a Galaxy S25 Ultra, which my buddy Buck Naked has. I shoot with an S25 Plus and an S21 Plus, and they both have cases on them. My S21 Plus has a more OtterBox style case, and my S25 Plus has more of a MagSafe case on it. So it's a little bit thicker, but not too much. But so this represents the weight, and you're going to see, let me unplug them here real quick because I like to leave them plugged in, but you're going to be able to see here now, you're going to get super stable shots no matter what you do with them. I mean, not no matter what you do. I mean, you can't be like, you know, I mean, that you're going to get some wobble there. But, you know, the difference is that, and you can get the X3 SE Plus, which has an extension rod built in. The V3 has an 8-inch extension rod built into it too. But this has an AI tracker and a light on it. So that way then I can go 1, 2, 3, flip it around. Both of them flip around. Oh, 1, 2, 3. And then with that one, this one, you can get the AI tracking. Now, that all depends on how good your camera is on your phone, because you can do AI tracking with the X3 SE. However, that does require the Hohem Joy app, which is a free app to download. The V3 is twice as much. The X3 SE is $51.73. The X3 SE Plus is like $10 more, I believe. So it's a little over $60. Now, this one, your V3, has the extension rod built into it, has a light, and then it has the AI tracker, which I just give it the old OK gesture, and now it's tracking me. It's very smooth. It'll track me up, down, 320 degrees, that rounds, and what is it, 120 or 140 degrees back and forth, up and down. Both of them have a detachable remote, which is a really cool selling point for both of them. So I can hit stop, which is the palm out is your stop for tracking. That's on both. If you're using the X3 SE or X3 SE Plus and the Hohem Joy app. Now, I should say, if you're using the Hohem Joy app, you cannot go live with it. You can use any app you want with the X3 SE Plus and go live, whatever, shoot videos. But if you want the AI tracking with the X3 SE or X3 SE Plus, you need the Hohem Joy app. However, you will not be able to go live in that. So that's that. But with the detachable remote, I can control my gimbal's movements all from up to 35 feet away. So that's really cool for different shots and whatnot. And then it's got the side button, which acts as a trigger. I can go 1, 2, 3, flip them around. And then the mode button, I can do 1, 2, and put them into panoramic mode, or 1, 2, or no, landscape. Now it's in portrait. And then 1, 2. And then if I click them 3 times, the mode button on the remote, which is this one right here, I can go 1, 2, 3. And that puts it in what's called Inception mode, which is a really cool video shot. It gives it that spinning, and then you can zoom in with it or zoom out. It just gives you a little extra cool feature. It's actually one of my favorite modes to use for video shots. Now, and then it'll spin and go back to whatever position it was at. So now if I wanted to, say, use the light on my V3, I just hold this little scroll wheel on the side, I hold it in, going to turn on the light. Now I'm up or down to dim it or make it brighter, and then I'm able to go 1, 2, 3, and then it changes it to the yellow light. 1, 2, 2 clicks, my bad. 2 clicks on the scroll wheel, and that changes it to the white light, or 1, 2, changes it back to your warm light, or hold it in and it turns it off. Now this is your AI tracker and light. Both of these say that they have an 11-hour use time or battery life. Now here's the deal. In reality, you're going to get about 4 hours of use out of them, which is more than enough for most people shooting. You can use them while they're plugged in, so that's a big bonus. I'm going to show you. I can use them while they're plugged in, and that's what I do a lot. If you're using them for just, going live or whatever. And it all depends on if your phone is balanced, how big your phone is, how much movement you're doing out of them. If it's windy out, how much the motors have to work is how much time you're going to get out of that battery. Now, like I said, in most real cases, you're going to get about 4 hours of life out of that battery before you need to charge it. But you charge it for an hour, 2 hours, you're good to go again. Or in my shopping cart down below too, I have this, which is the U-Green power bank. This is a 200-watt one. I can pin it up on the screen for you. Oops. Pin it up. Now, this one is a similar, or it's a word I'm looking for, a different version of the Anchor Solar. Their little battery packs that are $160. This one for the, what is that, the Genshin Impact, the little anime themed one, 130-watt one, 20,000 milliamps, is $37.39 right now. Now, if you click to the 200-watt one, 25,000 milliamps, that's the one that I'm holding right here. That one is $60.19. Now you pair that with one of these M-Fish charge cables, and you got yourself one heck of a battery bank. Now you keep this in your back pocket or your backpack or your purse or bag or whatever, and run this cable up to your gimbal. And this is a 10-foot cable for $10. You're good to go. It's going to last you all day long. The cool thing is with this screen, it'll tell you exactly how much output you're using. So to say charge your gimbals, how much time you have left on the actual battery in the battery bank, which is really cool. I love that. I carry this everywhere. Whenever I'm filming, I have my bag that I have all my accessories in, and this is on the outside of the bag, my #1 accessory. Yeah, well, basically, I have a tactical shoulder bag. It's a quick bag, is what I actually have for my everything. That holds my M7, my batteries, my cables, my lights, and that's my go-to, usually carry around everywhere with me bag. Just because it's better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. So, and the cool thing is that these M-Fish cables, they are super thick, heavy-duty, fast-charging cables. They have metal ends on them, so they're very durable. This has 3 to 5 day shipping, so you'll get it within a week. It ships out of the U.S. Same with the M-Fish cables. Everything in my shopping cart ships from the U.S. So that's not in there proper like. Go make sure that charges up nice like. There we go. And the microphones, obviously, to really upgrade your content creation game. The gimbals, for those smooth, stable shots. The microphones for crisp, clear audio makes a huge difference. I never thought twice about it. I always seen gimbals and stuff like that back in the day, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can just shoot like this. That's how most people do it. That's how everybody does it. But once you get a gimbal, I mean, you'll never go back. You'll be like, why wasn't I using this earlier? So, like, even if you get the X3 SE, well, here, I'll put the X3 SE Plus, which is 59, or really? Okay, so that's on a sale for 48% off. That is $50.99. So that's the one, that's the X3 SE Plus. That's the one with the built-in extension rod. So that's actually not that bad. That's actually a very reasonable price. And the beauty of Hohem gimbals is they have a 1-year warranty. They're not just some fly-by-night. They just started up company last week. They've been in business for 11 years creating lights, gimbals, accessories, all your photography accessories. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So that means if you buy it, you buy the X3 SE Plus, whatever, and you're like, you know, I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. I'll just go back to shooting with my hands. I'm fine with that. They'll pay for the shipping and give you a full refund. They have the 1-year warranty, 3-day free shipping, and everything ships out of California. So it's not, you know, from overseas, or, you know, it's not you order it and then 3 weeks later. Oh, yeah. Adam Sandler, what is playing behind me? Thank you. Oh, the Water Boy. If I want to get in trouble for playing it, I would 100% play that. Oh. But, you know, it's nice to be able to have these pro accessories. So, yeah, if anybody has any questions, by all means, please let me know. But yeah, if anybody wants to see it, you're too funny. It's great. Yeah, so I always say there's no such thing as a stupid question, only stupid answers. Yeah, no, I turned it off. But the nice thing is that even if, what is the distance for the wireless mic? I know that, well, I mean, what do you say the distance from the studio to your computer is? It's probably like 30 plus feet. And I know that it's recorded that before. I want to say like 50 to 80 feet, maybe more. They got one hell of a distance. And that's, I know that I've recorded from here out, or from my van out to the mailbox. I'd say between 50 and 80 feet. I want to say even further than that, but I'd have to look it up. But they got mega distance on them that they're gonna, before they start breaking up. Love these M-Fish cables. They're so nice. I gotta get like 2 more of these, the 10-footers. But I mean, they're $10. M-Fish cables are $10 a piece, and they're heavy duty. They're 5-way. They're type A to Lightning, or type A to USB-C, or USB-C to USB-C, or USB-C to Lightning. So I mean, you could. They're, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a 5-in-1 cable, and they're super thick, fast charging cables. Yeah, they're just, and super high data transfer if you use them for that, I guess. I use them for charging because I like fast charging. So there's that. How long do they last before I had to charge them? I mean, I've done 4 or 5 hour live streams and just recording sessions. I'd say at least 4 hours to maybe 6. I'm going to say 4 hours. I'm going to say that they last 4 hours before you got to charge them. I mean, I've been live 2 hours and they're still going. I always keep them charged. Now, the nice thing is that if you get the dual mic set, which comes with a little charging case, you get 2 microphones, which is really nice because let's say that, oh, this microphone dies. I just take it down, throw it in the charging case, and switch up to the other microphone. And then I'm only down on audio for like however long it takes me to go, swoop, click, swoop, there we go. And then put this right back in my pocket. And then I can charge up the case just by plugging the case in. And then that's going to charge up the microphones, charge up the case because it is a battery pack in there. So we'll charge the microphones as they're sitting in the case too. Plus, these microphones have an SD card on them, or an SD card slot. And then you can use them just strictly as a lapel mic recorder. So if you want to have a secret recorder, or if you are, you can use them to record your audio. So if you are, instead of having them connected to your phone, you could be walking through and then use it for a voiceover or as a backup to the audio too. There's just a lot of different things. They have 2 different noise cancellation settings and what is it? One weird echo effect that kind of sounds like you're screaming down a tube. But I don't really like that. I don't use it. When I first reviewed these mics, I didn't realize that they were in that setting. And so my review video sounded like I was talking through a tube, a big metal pipe. So it was like, whoops. Yeah, these are great mics. I love these microphones. They are used for all my content creation. I have tried the cheaper ones. I have those right here. I have some other ones. And then, which actually on my YouTube channel, these ones, I have a set of the newer ones, which these are good sounding mics, but I use my Hohem mics. But these newer mics I'm actually going to be doing as part of the giveaway once I reach 1K subscribers. Which actually, I think that they're dead. I think that they have died. I need to charge them. Oh no, they're fully charged. Okay. But either way, I use my Hohem mics. They're amazing quality. They're very heavy duty feeling. They have the magnet on the back, so I can either clip them or they have a very strong magnet on the back of them, so I can, just clip them on my shirt or whatever, and it's not going to come off at all. That probably sounds really funny on YouTube, like, hey, what are you doing? But I usually always just clip them onto my hat. How'd that sound, Buck? Sorry, I'm a nerd. I'm very immature. But yeah, they are amazing. And one person asked, well, what does it sound like without the mics? Which I'm more than happy to show people. I have 2 fans running. This isn't a big room, but I don't have any soundproofing stuff up or anything like that, so I can go and unplug my mic and show you what it sounds like. There's a couple second delay in between when the mic goes off and when the mic goes on, but I can show you and show you. Yeah, there's tap 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 tap. It's a huge difference. Like there's an echo in the room. You can hear the fans super loud because it's Florida. It's hot. It's warm in here, so I have to have 2 fans going just to circulate the air in here. But yeah, so if you got any questions about anything, let me know. Or if you do, like I say, if you do end up purchasing, I'm here to educate people and help people with any issues or thoughts and concerns, if you're thinking about buying them or whatever. But if you do buy from me, please come back in and let me know, because I want to thank you personally, because I haven't set up everything properly to where if it, I don't even know if it shows you if somebody buys something. Oh, we got two people in my UT. Oh, and there it just paused. It froze up again. Oh, there it's back. Okay, cool. Probably one of my trolls. Post the mic you're using so I can try to buy them. Okay. Now there's two different versions of it. There's with the battery case, which is the dual mic system. That's about 107. You see, it's way at the bottom here. I'll post it up right now. Single mic. Now again, the single mic is much more. It's $59. Basically about 6 hours, and it lasts like 4.5. You know, and you're like, you buying bash. You're using them $10. Oh God, no. Like I said, I have used these cheapo ones, and there's a huge sound quality difference between them. So it's like, no, it's the internet. It's being weird. I have used them, but there is such a sound quality difference between the cheapo ones and the little bit more ones. I mean, these cheaper ones are like $20-$30. You know, why not spend an extra $30 and get some really good microphones? And that's the thing, is that when it comes down to it, if you can get good, stable video and great, amazing audio, it's going to up your content creation to that next level. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to become viral or go super famous overnight, but it does make people listen a lot more and want to watch your video. How many times have I seen good videos or good video ideas that were ruined because they have horrible audio? And I'm guilty of that. You should scroll back on my YouTube channel all the way to the beginning. My God, the audio sucks. It is horrible because I was just using the phone. I was filming my fish tank and pond stuff. So you got running water that's like, and I'm like, hey guys, they're on St. Cloud Fish Con. You know, I mean, it was bad. Okay, yeah, and that's just fine too. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, the fact that you're checking them out and you can see the difference in audio quality, and that's what I'm here to do, is to show people and educate. You don't have to buy from me tonight. You know, I'm not going to pressure sales like, you know, oh, this is on a blah, 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 you know, because that's another problem that I have, and that's another reason why I started up this live stream. I am a Hohem affiliate. I'm not sponsored by them. I have everything you see in this live stream that I am promoting and selling is stuff that I bought with my own money. I was not sent anything for free. I was not given it on the promise of whatever, or contracted with them or any of these companies. I bought it with my own money because I wanted to be able to give that unbiased, honest opinion on things. If I think it's crap, then it's crap. I'm going to tell you it's crap. If I can say, oh, it's going to do things or not do things, I want to be able to say that. I don't have to lie. Not that Hohem wants its people to lie. They don't do that. They are a very honest, good company. They do not lie or tell people, well, if we send you this for free, you better say nothing but positive things about it and sell. They don't do that. They want you to be honest. They want you to tell the features and everything about these gimbals, and they want you to say what they can and cannot do. However, they do have affiliates out there that will tell you whatever you want to hear just to make that sale. And that's the sad thing about it, is that there are people out there that they don't care. They just want to sell. And they will tell you, oh, we got these flash sales that are ending in any minute now. Woogie, boogie, boogie. Well, the flash sales in my live stream end when my live stream ends. So if I go for 10 hours, it ends in 10 hours. If I go for a 48-hour stream, it ends in 48 hours. If I end the stream in 10 minutes, it ends in 10 minutes. However, all you need to do is find another Hohem live stream or Hohem channel, and boom, flash fails. So, you know, there's a lot of people out there that like to pressure salespeople, and I don't like to do that. You know, I had to use my taxes. I used Affirm, Klarna, these buy now, pay later payment plan things to get all my stuff. I didn't just go, oh, whip out the old credit card, wha-bam. So I ain't rich like that, man. I work in retail, man. I'm broke. So I 1,000% understand I want it. I wanted my M7. My M7 is my go-to gimbal. I seen that thing for months. Ads. I was watching ads. I was watching videos about it. I was obsessed with that thing. That thing is my baby. And it took me months. And when I finally got my taxes, I bought my M7 with my taxes. And this was $200 and some odd dollars. But this thing is my baby. I love this gimbal so much. The rest of them, like I said, I had to use Affirm, Klarna, save up. You know, if I had a little bit left out of a paycheck, I'd say, fuck it, buy a light. You know, I have 3 of their Hohem lights. I buy a little bit out of each paycheck. It all goes towards the streaming studio. So, but yeah, definitely save up. You know, don't settle for less. That's the big thing, because my big thing with don't settle for less, and it's not a buy big, you know, spend lots of money. You do get what you pay for, but you don't want to buy the $20 mics and then your videos sound like crap, or they just don't sound as good as the $60 mics. You know, when you could have like, damn, I should have spent $40. Well, now you're going to go back and you're going to spend $40 or $60 on some good microphones. Well, now you have $80 or $90 into it. You know, so that's why, you know, if you can't afford it right now, that's cool. You know, I mean, you add it to your shopping cart. My shopping cart is my wish list. You know, so I have like, in my TikTok shopping cart, I have like $5,000 worth of crap in there, because I'm like, ooh, I want that. I can't afford it, but I want it. But at that some time, you know, when I have a little bit of extra money, I can go through my TikTok shopping cart and go, ooh, I can afford that. Fuck yeah, you know? So it's like, you know, everybody, I wish I was one of those big time content creators that was like, oh, $1,000? No big deal. I'll buy 2 just because fuck it. You know, or those content creators that, like one of my favorite channels on the YouTube is Official Duck Studios, or ODS. And I love watching their channels. They're just so entertaining, where they go buy the Amazon box competitions or Amazon return pallets and all that stuff. It's so entertaining, guys. But, you know, I wish I could do that, where he goes, I'm like, I bought everything on Insta, so you don't have to. Every ad I seen, I bought it. And, you know, those videos are really cool, because it's doing something I wish I could do, but I can't right now. But I am working towards that. But at the same time, I probably should pressure salespeople, but I'm not going to, because the thing is that when you pressure salespeople, people feel like they got taken advantage of, and they got a bad taste in their mouth about like whatever product you sold them. And that's why I'm like, hey, if you can't afford it now, save up for it. You won't be sorry. You know, whether it takes you, you know, a week, a month, a year, do it. It took me months until I got my tax return back before I could get my M7. And then I just built it from there and took a little bit of money out of each paycheck or whatever and saved up and just put it towards it, or used Klarna, Affirm, got myself into horrible debt, and then freaking to buy my stuff. But, you know, I mean, it all over the past year and a half has built towards this. So it wasn't something that I just went out and bought it all overnight, which is the big thing. So, does anybody else have any other questions? Actually, hold up on questions because I'll be right back. I have to go make pee-pees. I'm gonna run to the bathroom right quick. And no, I'm not taking. Okay, and I'm back. Oh, that is some lag on the YouTube. Oh, there I am. But yeah. Also, too, something. Are you still here, Knives R Us? Are you still in here with us? Because one thing I was going to suggest too is, because I bet you they're live right now. I'm wondering if you're still in here. Let me know. Because let's see. My thin blue line. Oh, you're still in here? Oh, bummer. I was going to say, because also, too, at this late at night, you could probably go over to the Hoham Official channel. It's Hoham Official, all one word, I think. And they should be live. And sometimes they have good deals, too. But if you go over there and buy something from them, tell them Nomadic Ninja sent you. No screaming. So no kidney stones. Yeah, just yeah, no. So I'm gonna slip over off camera here real quick, have myself a smoky treat until someone comes in and starts chit chatting again. So, but I got my phone with me, so I can check it out and see if anyone pops in and has any questions. Me, I'm waiting for the trolls to come in on my YouTube. Like, you fat e-bagger. You dirty fat e-bagger. What was that? I swear I just heard a voice. See, this doesn't look as funny on YouTube, but it's pretty funny on TikTok, where I'm just like, waiting for the chair to just flip out from under me and like, wham, ow. That's what I'm waiting for, is my fat butt to fall on the ground and slip out of the chair one of these days. Like, is the ground okay? Jesus, that poor ground. He's so big. He's so fat. That poor ground. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, I'm still here. I'm just having a smoked treat off camera because TikTok gets butthurt about that. YouTube can see me because YouTube doesn't care. Not like, I got one person watching me. I got a naked guy watching me and myself. Is your girlfriend? Yeah, let's say when your girlfriend had to save the whales teacher. Maybe. Gotta have a girlfriend first. I'm too fat for that. Like, oh, lose some weight, chubby. Like, okay. No. I would lose weight, but food is delicious. And exercise makes me sweat uncomfortably. Let me see here now. Let me go. I will pin back up the X3 SE. Actually, I should pin up the X3 SE Plus because that is on a sale. That is on a sale for $50.99. 48% off. That's pretty sweet. And if you click on it, you can get more off. And more sludge. Yeah. Is there any sort of... Oh, okay, that's the full. I gotta slide back on YouTube or TikTok. Hi, TikTok. I'm still here. I haven't abandoned my channel. My badge. See, Buck, you got to be on TikTok. That's much more funnier on TikTok because you can still see me on YouTube. But TikTok, it cuts off right about, let me see, cuts off right here at the edge of the black, about right here. So, like, yeah, actually, it cuts off right about here. So when I come sliding in, it's like, hello. Good evening, everybody. So it's much more funnier on TikTok. Where on YouTube, you just see me sitting off to the side, having my smoky treat, and then slide over to there and... Hey, how's it going, bae? I'm here. I'm just off to the side having a smoky treat. So if you have any questions about any of these gimbals, everything in the yellow shopping cart down below is stuff that I bought with my own money. I'm not sponsored, or I was not paid to promote these things. I was not given anything. So if you have any questions about these gimbals, gadgets, anything, or thinking about purchasing, I am doing a live Q&A tech answer about the Hohem gimbals because there are a lot of channels out there that basically want to pressure sales you and tell you whatever you want to hear to sell you these. And I'm here to set the record straight, tell you the whole truth about these, what they can do, what they can't do, why you should, what, depending on your content, which one is right for you, whether it be the most affordable one, which is your X3 SE, or your X3 SE Plus, which is actually on sale right now, and that's the one that's pinned down below, or your V3, M7, MT2. It all depends on what you're doing and how you're recording. Microphones, I got battery banks that I use every day. In my filming stuff, I got my bag that I use, everything. So, oh, thank you. So, but yeah, there's a lot of TikTokers that will tell you that you can throw them in a lake, go swimming with them, and just dry them off, and they're fine. And, you know, you can mount them to a race car. To a point. To a point. Now, your M7, you could probably mount to a race car doing about 50, 60 miles an hour. Maybe. Maybe. For sure, 40 miles an hour. These two, you could definitely mount to a car. Depending if you have the rear shock mounts, like on the trunk, and you're filming a car behind you, you could probably do about 30, maybe 40 miles an hour with them. On the hood or something, filming yourself, not so much, or something in front, because there's going to be a lot of wind resistance that's going to end up giving you that shakiness that's going to unbalance it. Yeah, I can show you a video like one that I shot that you could do the same video with any of these gimbals. This was doing about 22 miles an hour on a golf cart. And this was shot with my phone. These are holding the lights right now, which are about the weight equivalent of a Galaxy S25 Ultra. But yeah, you can see this is a video that I shot for my YouTube. Me and my buddy going up to the store on his golf cart. So, and you could do this with any of these gimbals, getting that nice, super stable shot. I shot this with my M7 and the extension pole, so I could get those real low angle shots. But you can see once we go around this corner here, we'll speed up to about 22 miles an hour. So I'm just sit off to the side here. Yeah, we're doing about 22 here, which at some points when I'm holding it down lower, it actually looks like we're going way faster. I mean, if I sped the video up, it probably we could be like, we were doing about 80 miles an hour here. I wonder. I gotta see what that looks like sped up. See how fast I can do it. Like, yeah, we were going about $120. Times 2. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, ooh, look at us go. Yeah, we just took off like skirt. This is in 2x speed. This is sped up. Yeah. But see, that's the stit too. Now, if you want to shoot race car videos, you could do like 20, 30 miles an hour easily with any of these gimbals and just edit it to where you're going double the speed, which is, you know, right now it looks like we're doing about 40, 50 miles an hour on a golf cart. But in reality, we're doing 20, 22 miles an hour, and the video sped up twice the speed. So that poor little wheel was just spinning and woo! I'm gonna slow the video back down. But yeah, the beauty of it is that you'll be able to get super steady shots with any of these gimbals. You don't need to buy the M7 to get these kind of shots. You can buy the X3 SE, X3 SE Plus, or the V3. It depends on what type of content you're shooting. And, you know, do you want an AI tracker? Do you not need an AI tracker? Are you going live or are you not going live? What do you all do? What are you shooting with your what type of videos and content are you making? The biggest thing that I could suggest even over the gimbals is microphones. Good quality audio is a big thing because that can make or break your video. You can have the coolest video in the world, but horrible audio. There we go. You're live! Yay! Yeah, I got to get a new router for the studio because this is the one that I washed. So, you know, there's that. Woo! Oh, yeah. The what? That's the router that I'm using. That's the router I washed. I want to get another one that matches the one that I have out in the van and the trailer. If you were wearing a microphone, I'd have came on and been like, slap, and then ran back. Sorry you all had to witness that. Without harassing my buddy buck naked. So anyways, I see we got 8 people in here. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Anything in the shopping cart? Studio Wars, yeah. I think we're too immature for that because I think it would get out of hand real quick. Like, smoke grenade. Enjoy that fog machine, bitch. You know? So, if anybody has any questions about any of their gizmos and gadgets down in my shopping cart, let me know. Otherwise, I've been live for a little over 3 hours here. So I think we don't have any more questions. I think I'm going to wrap it up here and call her a night because it is, 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, shenanigans. Microsoft. And what is your question? Oh, you were saying yes to it would get out of hand way too quickly. Yeah, it would. We're way too immature for that. I think a studio war would get out of hand real quick. I think there'd be a lot of stink bombs involved. I don't know why, but I just think that there would be a lot of those involved. Yeah. Oh, we got 9 people. Hello, new person. Johnny in the land? Johnny in the land. Okay, I did read that right. Okie dokie. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, I'm here to answer. My Schwartz is bigger than your Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you. Hello, little JPEG symbol. So, anybody got any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any? Otherwise, I'm gonna give it about. Actually, I'll give it a. I'll put a timer on this. Let me see here now. I will go another. Clear. I'll go another 10 minutes. I'll go another 10 minutes, and if we don't get any questions or anything in the next 10 minutes, and I will start the timer over every time we get a question. Not on YouTube side, because I know you, Buck. You'll be like, wait till 9 minutes, 59 seconds. You'll be like, I have a question. Screw you, hippie. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm fat. My bad. I'm working on it. Not really. Food is delicious. I'm not working on it. This is some of the cooler shots when we were driving through the little dirt path here, because you could see the dust spading up. My phone actually got really dusty because I was holding it way down really close to the wheel. But yeah, it was. I mean, I love cruising around on its golf cart with him. But yeah, it's actually Buck Naked's golf cart. And I love rolling around on that thing. It's so fun. It's just, I don't know why. It's like being on a big golf cart. Or not, oh my God, I'm dumb. Go-kart, not golf cart. It is a golf cart, dude. But, yeah. It's a pretty sweet. I should do is actually, I should do this. I should unplug that. Plug these in. The trip to the beach. Oh, yeah. Also, interesting fun fact question for everybody. So if there was a live stream driving from a Central Florida out to or Daytona Beach, how interested would you be in watching that? It'd be about a 4-hour golf trip, a golf cart ride. Should be pretty sweet. So why do you not show that you are charging? There we go. There we go. That's nice. Now you're charging or not. But anyways, that's what we're going to do at some point, is hop on the golf cart and spend about 4 or 5 hours going to the beach, which is going to be awesome. Like, and I'm going to live stream the whole time. He's probably going to live stream the whole time. It's going to be a good time, okay? So we got 9 people in here. Anybody got any questions? What is your name? Godinali? Godinali? I can't pronounce that. I'm too dumb to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I may not be a smart man, but I do know what love is, Jenny. Mama says stupid is as stupid does. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Fucking love that movie. Don't like Tom Hanks anymore, but I don't care what he does as a person. I like his movies still. Except weirdly enough, I've not seen the Da Vinci Code ever. I've never watched the Da Vinci Code. Which I don't think I don't believe I'm missing out on really anything much on that. Well, 6 minutes. There's going to be somebody in TikTok that like 5 minutes. They're going to be like, I have a question. Damn it. And then I shall answer the question and teach them. I shall show them the way. Are these fully charged now or what? Interesting. Whatever. Leave y'all plugged in overnight then, I guess. Whatever. Doobie doobie doo. I'm gonna pull off to the side here, have me a smoky treat. Oh yeah. Right when I light up, that's when someone explain that. In Florida, it is legal to drive a golf cart on the road, but if it's being used as a mobility device by a handicapped person, it's legal. What he said. In Florida, a golf cart is able to be used as a mobility device in Florida on the roads if you're handicapped. So there we go. Back to my smoky treat. Surprise, usually about this time is when the trolls come in on my YouTube channel. They must have not liked my answers to them the other day. Oh my god. Back. Ooh, Small Soldiers, that's a good movie. That's a real good movie. Federal law 88 government says it is a mobility device section called other powered mobility devices. That would actually be a good video for you, YouTube. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Oh, Billy. See, what I do on the YouTube, people can't see on TikTok. So I'm like, oh, Billy. And they can't see that. It's freaking hilarious. And I love the delay. Ashley Barnashea? Barnashea? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not a smart man. I'm sorry. Finny? Juanita? Juanita, I think you were in here earlier. If you're the same Juanita as earlier, welcome back. Brian Longe. Leonege. Okay, I thought I read. How do people pronounce it? But let me guess. The people are Janita? Is your name pronounced Janita? Sorry, I'm enjoying a smoky treat off camera because TikTok gets butthurt about that. What the hell was that? Oh, thank you, Anita, for the rose. I was like, what the hell is that? My phone makes noises whenever people gift stuff, so I'm like, oh, 12 roses, holy crap, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just here to educate people. I appreciate every gift that people do, and if people do buy stuff, let me know, so I can thank you personally for buying stuff. But I'm here more or less to educate people because there's a lot of misinformation on TikTok about people just wanting to sell stuff. They picked like, especially the Hohem gimbals. I am an affiliate. I was not paid to say anything nice. I'm not contracted, employed, or sponsored by them. Or there's another word, but I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But everything in my shop, I bought and paid for myself, so I can give honest reviews. I'm not, I can give my unbiased opinion on things, and basically can say whatever I want about stuff. So if you have any questions about any of the products that are in that yellow shopping cart, I'll be more than happy to show them. Help you out if you've bought them already, not even necessarily through me. If you've bought them already and you want to learn how to use it, what do you recommend for a beginner streamer and going live? A beginner streamer, as I was just saying a little bit ago, hold on, let me put out my smoky treat here so I don't waste another one. Wasted one earlier, and I was like, damn. Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second. Yes, timer, I know. I know. Sorry. Okay, so one thing that I was saying was audio. You can have the coolest video in the world, but if it's not stable, or, everybody has a phone that they shoot like this. But let's say you're running, or jogging towards something or walking. That's going to be a little bit unstable. So you're going to be going live. The first thing I recommend is microphones. I'll pin those right now. Now they have the single microphone set, which they'll last you a good 4 hours before you need to be charged. Like, I've been live for a little over 3 hours, and I've been running both these microphones. Now the single microphone is starting at 5841. Now, if you get the dual ones, which is my favorite, if you're out and about and on the go, they come with a little battery case, and you get 2 of them. So that way, then, let's say your one mic dies, you go, pull out the other one, turn it on, or it's already looking, so once I pull it out, it'll automatically connect. And then you're good to go. Just swap out the mics. It is a battery case that it will charge, throw it back in your pocket. Now, my question would be do you care about AI tracking? Do you need tracking? Or do you not care about that? You just want steady shots. Do you want steady shots or AI tracking? Well, you get steady shots with the AI tracker, but for going live, that's going to make a difference between one of these two, is whether or not if you want AI tracking or not. Okay, so like, you got your X3 SE right here. Let me move these all into camera frame right here. So you got these 2 gimbals right here. This is your X3 SE. This is your V3 gimbal. Now, this one, if you get the X3 SE Plus, which is the one I would recommend, it's like a little over $55 after it's all said and done. This one is your V3, very similar. They both are very compact. They both will fold down and fit into your pocket, which I'll show you here in a minute. This one, you'll notice on the side here, it has a little weird light right here and a little extra, where this one does not. This is your AI tracker. So like if I go 1, 2, 3, flip them around. Now I give it that OK gesture, a little green light lights up, and now, not touching it all, it's following me. And it'll keep following me around 340 degrees around and like 120 degrees back and forth. Now the X3 SE Plus has an extension rod. This is the X3 SE. This one does not. Your V3 has an 8-inch extension rod. There we go. And so it's great for if you're walking around, you want to tilt it back towards you a little bit. Oops. Pissed it off now. There we go. Tilt it back towards you. The V3 has a built-in tripod. X3 SE has a detachable tripod. Now, with the tracking, you can see that it is following me no matter which way I put it. So if you're walking along vlogging and whatnot and saying, hey, everybody, blah, 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 oh, yeah, check that out over there. It's not going to be like, oh, hold on, I got to move it around. Hold on. You're not constantly adjusting your shots with the AI tracker. Now, put this back down. Both of them can be attached to a regular tripod. This one has AI tracking. However, you need the Hohem Joy app to use it. Now, you can't go live with that, with the Hohem Joy app. So if you want to go live and just want steady, smooth shots, then the X3 SE or X3 SE Plus is what I would recommend. If you don't care about the tracking where you can set it on a tripod and the gimbal follows you around. Like, see how this one is following me no matter what I do? And I'm like, okay, well, that's enough of that. Stop. Now it's not tracking me anymore. This one has in the AI tracker, let me see, 1, 2, 3, flip them back around. This one has a built-in light in the tracker, so I hold the little side button. 1, 2, 3, flip, click it over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There we go. So I flick it over and it'll go between warm white and bright white. And then you slide the little thing up and down and you can dim it, which is great for at night shooting or low light situations if you're an urban explorer or something like that. And it is a very bright light. Hold the little side button again. This one does not have a light. So, but if you look at my shopping cart, you can see I have lights. I have a little extension bar that I have on a different little portable tripod that you can add lights to the X3 SE. So that's no big deal. This is like 20 some bucks. But here's the deal. My big thing is that if you're a live streamer just walking around, not caring if the gimbal will track you with the OK gesture or stop sign, then I would go with the X3 SE. It's more affordable, or the X3 SE Plus, which I will pin for you right now. Which they have the V3, which is $109. You can get an extra 15% off, but I'm going to suggest to you the X3 SE Plus because that one is $50. And oh, you like the V3? Okay, I'll pin that one for you then. Yeah, the V3, it's better to get that, spend that little bit more and get the features that you want. That's the way I see it versus having buyer's regret later and going, oh man, the X3 SE is great, but I wish I would have gotten that AI tracker. Well, screw it. I'll sell this one for, whatever I paid for it or less, and then I'll go back and rebuy the V3. So it's actually $108.55. So if I click on there, you also get a free little cloth bag. Does this come with the... Oh, and that comes in white or black. I obviously choose the black like my soul. But if you can get claim a coupon, $5 off TikTok shop. Now, I don't know if that's with everyone, but let me see if I click buy now. Oh, it's 103. And actually, if you see that V3 Hohem gift bag right there, it's actually a very nice fiber gift or cloth gift bag that you will actually get that free with it too. So they are still doing that. You get free 3-day shipping. So you will have it, let's see, you order it today. If you ordered it right now, it would ship on probably either Sunday night or Monday morning. Should have it by Wednesday. They offer a 1-year warranty. So if anything goes wrong with it, you can contact customer service or me. I can help you through problems or any issues you might be having, how to set it up, how it works, the different features and everything. They also do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what that means is that if you buy this and you use it and you're like, it's just not for me, I'll just go back to shooting with my hands. I'm pretty steady. I don't need a gimbal. It just wasn't for me. I'll go get the microphones instead. Within that 30 days, they'll pay for the shipping and they'll give you a full refund. They're very good. Hohem is not some fly-by-night company. They've been in business for 11 years. Yeah, exactly. I bought every gimbal that they have just so I could learn all the different features and uses. Plus, the beauty of Hohem gimbals, they are the only gimbals in the world that have a detachable remote. So that means that I'm standing back here and I'm going, oh, well, I'm not in the shot. Or now I want to move over here. So now I'm over here. These remotes have a 35-foot range up to 35 feet. It depends on the situation. So now I'm over here. And I am using this. Plus I can use the remotes to go 1, 2, put them into panoramic or landscape or portrait. I can also do on the side button here, 1, 2, 3, and I can flip them around again up to 35 feet away. 1, 2, 3, and they are the only gimbals that have built-in a detachable remote in the world. There are other gimbals with remotes, however, they are not. They are extra accessories that you have to purchase after already purchasing a gimbal from said company. Oops. What happened there? Oh, there's my stream normal again. So yeah, I really love these gimbals. They have the most features. They also, if you hit the mode button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, they go into what's called Inception mode, which is a really cool, like, spinning. If you've ever seen the movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm using Sunny, the official Hohem girl, her line. I've never actually seen the movie Inception, so yeah, it gives you that cool spinning rotation. Actually, I can show you the Inception mode. This was shooting the video for the Fridge of Wonders, which is our cooler drink refrigerator. So this was shot with my This was shot with using the Inception mode with my M7. But it's still a Hohem gimbal. So hopefully you can see that. That's my Doge. Well, it's my Doge that passed. But yeah, so you can see it was going in. This is before I rearranged the studio, but that Inception mode is that spinning. And it gives you a really cool video effect. Now, granted, I added a bunch of different effects to this video for the Fridge of Wonders. But yeah, so there's that. Why is this being all weird? Okay, bam. Okay, there. Now it's back to normal. So yeah, if you have any questions about this, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. So, but yeah, for a beginning live streamer, content creator, big thing is a steady shot, which these have lights in them. Right here, I'm having them hold my Hohem RGB lights because it's simulating a basically a Galaxy S25 Ultra, which these will hold, and they'll also hold an iPhone 16 Pro Max, no problem. And because these lights are actually heavier than a Galaxy S23 Ultra. So yeah, you can see I'm going to get that steady shot no matter if I'm walking, whatever, you know, it's going to give me that super steady shot no matter what. I mean, unless you're like, you know, unless you have them like at a rave and you're like, ooh, you know, I mean, then you're gonna get some wobble and stuff like that. But yeah, for the amount of stability they have now, these have what they call iSteady 8, which is their software and their motor capabilities that will show you that the plus the V3 has a built-in 8-inch extension rod, as I think I've shown that to you. So yeah, if there's any questions you have about these, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer them. They are amazing gimbals for the price. They are a quarter of the price of that drone company DJI, which I'm not bad mouthing them. I love DJI drones, but their gimbals are way overpriced. This would be the equivalent, the X3SE would be the equivalent to the Osmo 6. The V3, which is the one you're interested in, is the equivalent to the DJI Osmo 7 with AI tracker. And then the M7 and MT2 are like the equivalent to a DJI Ronin Mini. So yeah, do you have any other questions, Juanita? Because yeah, it's all about audio and stable shots, especially when if you're out there walking around doing mobile video creation. And especially if you're out walking around live streaming, you don't want your video to be bouncing around while you're walking and stuff like that. This is going to give you that perfect stable shot. And the V3 does have a built-in little tripod. Does have the 1/4-inch spot, so you can plug it into a regular tripod or a bigger selfie stick, which, let me see. I have like this is an Andor, this is a bigger selfie pole, but you know, so I can attach that right to the bottom there so I can get those good shots, or you know, if I want to extend the extension pole or extension rod, bend that down like that, and then I can go, oh yeah, what up everybody, you know, and I can get those really cool extended shots with my like selfie stick on my V3 or X3SE even. But if you're going to go with the X3SE, which is the more affordable one, definitely go for the X3SE Plus, because then you have that extension rod. But like you said, you were interested in the V3, which I don't blame you, because it does have a few more features than the X3SE, and it is a very reasonable price. This is the Andor microphone boom mic holder, but it could also be a really long selfie stick. This is actually in my showcase on my main page. So if you're interested in this. Now this goes really long. I would not recommend fully extending this with this tiny little part, but I mean, you could. I mean, this is on my main page. So but yeah, as you can see, you can attach any of these gimbals, well, the X3SE, X3SE Plus, or the V3 to a smaller selfie stick. We do have like the M7 and MT2, which I would not recommend at all putting on one of these selfie sticks. Those, you're definitely going to need something more beefy, like a gimbal extension pole. But this is not as long. This is also in my shopping cart, which you could use this with the V3 and X3SE too. This is a little bit obviously shorter, but it's more beefy and stout. It's gonna, plus if you need self-defense, you can use that too. Like, get back. When you become a huge famous YouTuber or TikToker, you can be like, back off. Yeah. So there's that. But yeah, as far as beginning, two big things: good quality camera, which if you got a phone, you got a good quality camera, microphones for great quality audio, and a gimbal for stable shots. So those are the two biggest things that I would recommend. And then everything else is just learning. good angles, how to shoot video. What's the nice thing is that with the Hohem Joy app, which is a free app to download, they do have templates like to teach you how to do certain shots and how to do other things. So it is really cool. It is a great app that links up, and that's how you get your firmware upgrades for your gimbals whenever they release them, which isn't very often because they're amazing gimbals. And yeah, so, but they do have a bunch of cool templates, learning videos, all sorts of stuff for if you're a beginning photographer or videographer. It's great for beginners, and it ain't gonna break the bank. Literally, the microphones start out at a single mic for under $60, and the dual microphones for 109. I think it's on sale for like 108. Then you get two microphones, a portable battery case that will charge your microphones while they're in there. I've been live for probably close to 4 hours using the same mics, not charging them at all. They're going to go for 4 to 6 hours. I'm going to say more towards the 4 hour side. But if you get the battery case, the cool thing is let's say my microphone dies. Put it in the battery case. Now it's charging the microphone. Pull out the other one and put it right back on. I'm golden. I didn't lose any audio. If I did, I lost it for like 5 seconds. You know, however long it takes you to grab the microphone and swap them out. That's why I got the single mic and I got the dual mics, because the single mic I use, but if I need to, I can switch up to the dual mics. So that way, then in reality, I have 3 microphones, just because it's always good to have backups. So anybody else got any other questions or anything like that? Because if not, I'll go another 15 minutes. I'll put a 15-minute timer if nobody's got any more questions. Juanita, you actually caught me right, because I just put like a 10-minute timer on, and I was like talking to my buddy on YouTube, and I was like, watch, someone's going to come in at the last minute and ask a question. And I'm glad you did, because I love answering questions. I love helping people out, learn about these gimbals. If I can be helpful and make you have a positive purchasing experience with these gimbals and with these gadgets, and educate and make your content creation the most funnest journey you've ever had. That's what I love doing. Plus, the nice thing is you can use these gimbals while they're plugged in. So if you get a battery bank and a cable, you can use them on the go while they're plugged in, which is pretty cool. Okay, that's charged. That is charged. Let me charge this up. That's charging. Cool beans. All right, well, I'm gonna slide over. I'm gonna have a smoky treat, and we got our 15-minute timer going. So, oh dang, I'm gonna actually finish up my smoky treat. Oops. Oh, crap. Oh, shenanigans. See, we got 7 people. I always say there's no such thing as a stupid question, only stupid answers. So if you have any questions at all, even if you think they're a dumb question, they're not dumb. Because that's how you learn, by asking questions. So any question about anything in that shopping cart down below. Doesn't matter if you ask me 100 questions. Even if you don't plan on buying, I'll still answer them. That's because that's the point of the stream, is to educate and inform people and help people get that better experience with these gimbals and with these products. So then they don't feel like they're being lied to by other people that just want to sell, 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 which is not fair to the consumer and the people that are buying these products. If you lie to people, it makes it, so they have a horrible experience with the products. And it's not the product's fault, but they're going to blame the products. They're going to say, well, if people get lied to about Hohem gimbals, they're going to say, oh, that Hohem company, they're crap. Even though it wasn't them, it was the person selling them that made them have the bad experience. Oh, doodly 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 doo. Doobly-doo, doobly-doo. Man, I can't believe it's like 4:33 in the morning already. I had grilled cheese sandwiches in the microwave at home. Did I eat anything today? I don't know if I ate today or not. Well, technically yesterday. Did I eat anything? I don't know if I ate anything yesterday. Fucking ADHD, man, I swear to God. ADHD is a pain in the butt. I'll tell you that much right now. But, alright, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a night. So if anybody has any questions, you got till I get around to the camera to answer them or to ask them. I'm going to stand on up. I'm going to turn off my gimbals here. Just hold the button on the side. There we go. All right, here I go. I'm walking over. I'm going to end the stream. But everyone who gifted and came in, liked the stream, I want to thank you very much. You guys are rock stars. And I will be back live later on today. And I'll see you guys later. $40. Wow.